welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to Wrestling Days Live. We are live for this SummerSlam Best of. Hopefully we're live. Hopefully we've got audio. Hopefully everything's working okay. We are going to wait just a few minutes and then obviously we will get going. This is quite a long watch along. I hope everyone is well. This is a very big best of. It comes in at just under 4 hours. So it is long, but it's definitely going to be worth it. This has got some absolutely incredible matches on this show. So yeah, very, very much looking forward to seeing and revisiting some of these matches. We're going to be starting with the likes of Honky Tonk Man against a mystery opponent, and it's a big name. And then I think we've got Bret Hart Davey Boy, which obviously we've seen recently, but not a problem to watch again. I think we've got Shawn versus Razor from SummerSlam 95. So I think we've got that coming up as well. So yeah, loads of great matches. It is a new video that has been added to the network. So if you go onto there, then you should be able to find it. Right, how am I? I am good, thank you. I am hoping that we can... There it is! That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that to swing by. So, yeah, we are getting ready to go over to the network. I am just finishing off a couple of other things. Obviously, I don't know if you saw, but the images for the Thunderdome have dropped. A lot of excitement around that. These images are things that I was waiting for. I think everyone was waiting for these Thunderdome images. So apologies that the stream is delayed. It's delayed or was delayed simply for the fact that I was waiting for these Thunderdome images. And of course they would drop as we were streaming. So as soon as I was done with the members only stream, then I knew I was going to have to very quickly do this video. Because, as we said, a lot of people waiting for these. Smackdown on Fox, WWE on Fox, but that's just going to give you guys time to find this video, find this stream. We are literally going to have to start in a minute because we are going to very much run out of time. I don't even know that I'm going to have time to let people know that we're streaming right now. That is how crazy the world is right now. I don't even know I'm going to have a chance. I'm just going to do it. It's going to be... This will be the worst tweet I've ever sent. I will never have sent a tweet this bad. Best of SummerSlam. Join us. Please. There we go. That's now a tweet. That is definitely now a thing. Join us, please. Please join us. I better put, no. Copyright content. There we go. Does seem a bit desperate, but I think that does sum me up as a person really well. So, I'm totally fine with that. WWE SummerSlam. Boom. So that's done as well. Look at all these things that we're doing. We are achieving so much. We are just legends. Boom. Boom. Right. Let's jump into this. Go down here. Go down here. There we go. Honky Tonk Man's Ultimate Challenge. I don't know what you're on about. Okay. I've clicked on something. Something's definitely happening. Breaking news. Something's happening. Okay, cool. Hopefully the lag's going to be all right. We've been getting some awful lag on the network, haven't we? So hopefully the lag's going to be all right. But, right, are we ready then? We've got to just go. People are going to have to catch up if they've not found it yet. But it's on the homepage of the network, so you shouldn't struggle. But here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. We are underway. Things are happening. And hello. We've got China in a bikini. We've got... Hello, Trish. Look at this. We've got the superstars in the city. This is a great start. I'm down for this. SummerSlam. So, here we go. This is going to be taking us back through Macho and Miss Elizabeth, Undertaker. Look at Miss Elizabeth taking off her skirt. Who does she think she is? I miss her. I miss Miss Elizabeth. What a classy woman. She's the classiest woman I've ever known, and I include my mum in that. Madison Square Garden, SummerSlam 1988. Honky Tonk Man. We're starting with Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man had been Intercontinental Champion for something like 16 months. And he said that he'd face anyone at SummerSlam. This is the first SummerSlam. Here we go. Honky Tonk Man versus... We don't know, do we? None of us know. Literally none of us watching this know. Not a single one of us know who the Honky Tonk Man is going to be facing here. It is a mystery. He's taking on a mystery opponent. Did you see Drew versus Keith sparring? I didn't. No, I didn't. Days, can you shout me out? Yes, I can. Shout out to you, Ronnie. What's your surname, Ronnie? Ronnie. Not Ronnie. Ronnie Hawthorne. Honky Tonk Man with a red jumpsuit. Who's he facing? China. Yes, get your predictions in. Who's he facing? I'm gonna say Kevin Owens. Get your predictions in. Anonymous J, no worries, dude. Shout out to you. 3-second warning. Could be. That's a really good shout. I like China as well. John. Who is it? Here we go. No, Howard doesn't know. Howard Finkel can't announce it. He doesn't know. Who is it? Give me somebody out here so that I can wrestle. He doesn't sound like that. I've met him. I got a picture. That's me. Me and the honky. Look at that. Me and Honky Tonk Man. Yeah. Look how happy I am. Look at my eyes. Look at that. That is complete satisfaction, that is. And even the honky looks quite happy. Oh, but here comes it, guys. We've got breaking news. It's the Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior making his way. Oh, I can't believe this. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes. The Warrior's come down. Oh, how is Honky Tonk Man going to cope against the Ultimate Warrior? Ultimate Warrior. Doing all this and he's slamming Honky Tonk. 16 months. The Honky Tonk Man has been Intercontinental Champion. That's like a year and a half, but not quite. Shoulder tackle by the Ultimate Warrior. The crowd are going crazy. The Warrior is doing Warrior things. Clothesline. Down goes Honky. Warrior against the ropes. Big splash. 1, 2, 3. Ah! We've got a new Intercontinental Champion. Back in 1988. Brand new 1988 Intercontinental Champion. The Ultimate Warrior. Look at him up in the corner holding up the Intercontinental Championship. People losing their minds, man. I gotta tell you, I was a massive Warrior fan. So, yeah, this was cool. He's just wearing, like, white trunks. It's so weird to see him in, like, something not that colourful. White trunks, white knee pads. That was quick. That's the Warrior for you, innit? That's the Warrior. He doesn't mess around. He doesn't get paid by the hour, does he? Dun, dun. Days, where are you from? I am from Parts Unknown. That's where I'm from. Parts Unknown. Also known as Stourbridge, just outside of Birmingham. There we go. 1988. And 1988 did not mess around, did it? One match down already. There we go, Warrior. I think the next one is Bret Hart, British Bulldog. It's a great Warrior attire. It's a clean Warrior attire. I'm just looking, because they did a figure of it, which I do have. There. Look at this. Warrior figure in his clean white attire. There he is, look. Ultimate Warrior in the attire that we've just seen. Although, I don't know if the boots coverings are the right colours, but... And also the figure came with a little Intercontinental Championship. Look at that. Nice. Look how happy he is. Isn't he over the moon? Whoo! Dun, 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 dun. Right, it is British Bulldog against Bret Hart. We're now jumping forward 4 years. SummerSlam 92. We're going to be able to get our breath here. Right, shout out to Moda. Moda says, I hated how the Honky Tonk Man lost this match and the title so quick. Honky Tonk Man was a great character, wrestler, and champion. Oh, Moda, get a room. Get a room, Moda. Shay Kaisman, shout out to you, dude. Thank you for joining us. Shout out to you, Shay. Nah, I'm only joking, Moda. I really liked him as well. Hence why I met him. But I don't mind that match. You know, that's what the Warrior needed at that time. The Warrior kind of needed that enthusiasm, you know, and that kind of shock moment. And, oh, it's the Warrior. And Anonymous J, did you send through something? Because I can't see it. I thought you did. Well, shout out to you anyway. Shout out to you anyway. The chat is not showing it me, and I don't know why. Days is from Uranus. Hang on, what? Right, so we've got Roddy Piper at the moment. Is doing he's doing his bagpipe playing. Honky became a put-over guy after that match, says David P85. Hey, shout out to you, David P85. Hope you are well. Days, will you not watch SmackDown? Isn't it live now? Huh? I am watching SmackDown. It's tomorrow. It's Thursday today. I know it used to be on a Thursday, but it's on a Friday now. So that means that we can watch these classic SummerSlam matches, and that is exactly what we are enjoying right now. Well, actually, we're enjoying some bagpipe playing. And actually, has anyone ever enjoyed bagpipe playing now that I come to think about it? Yes, Scottish people. Dun, 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 dun. And actually, I'm enjoying this. Dun, 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 dun. What a windbag this guy is, says Bobby the Brain. Oh, no. I mean, it is just the same, like, 20 seconds in a loop, isn't it? I feel like Groundhog Day. Could you imagine if he started up again now? Dun, 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 dun. Wonderful. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Sean Mooney standing by. Oh, look, there's Diana. Look, with a wonderful... We've spoke about this before. What a jacket. Look at that. Not everyone can pull that jacket off. I know everything about fashion. I could pull it off. But, yeah, she does a great job there. Respect to her. She's working that jacket really well. And she's got such a concerned face as well. It's as if she's struggling to understand what Sean Moon is saying. Diana Hart-Smith. Sean Flagstaff, shout out to you. Thank you for the tweet about Patrick Clark. I feel confident saying it meant a lot. WWE can't ignore this any longer. mean, look, the whole thing's messy, isn't it? They said that they'd investigated it. There's still someone out there saying that they've not been contacted. I mean, it's just messy. It's just really, really messy. But I mean, that's been trending all day, hasn't it? The Fire Velveteen Dream. I'm not on board with the Fire Velveteen Dream because we don't know where the truth is. I'm into investigate Velveteen Dream. I'm into suspend Velveteen Dream. I'm into what's the truth regarding the Velveteen Dream. But yeah, I don't know that I'm on board with Fire Velveteen Dream because we're basically saying that he is guilty there. There's a lot of stuff online that I'm not on board with. But it needs sorting. They can't ignore it. Takeover is looking like Titanic at the moment, isn't it? It's looking like a car crash. Not that Titanic was a car crash. It was a boat crash. Breaking news. More breaking news from 1918. Was Titanic 1918? If Titanic is 1918 and I have just managed to pull that out of nowhere, that is the single greatest achievement of my life. Here we go. We're going to find out together. Oh, it was 1912, guys. It was 1912. Oh, I was 6 years out. Well, in all fairness, if I'd arrived for the Titanic 6 years late, I would have lived. So who's laughing now? Right, here comes the Bulldog. Dun, 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 dun. Lennox Lewis is leading the British Bulldog down to the ring. Days, how are you? Shout out, says Harry. I'm good, thank you. Did Days get 1918 off the spot? He didn't. He didn't. It was 1912, but we'll never make that mistake again, will we? Never. Throughout the rest of my life, in streams, in like 20 years' time, if anyone wants to turn around to me and go, Days, when was the Titanic sinking? I'll be like, 1912. Check it. Check it if you want. I don't care. It's 1912. That is now absolutely ingrained in my brain. I love how we're talking about the Titanic as Davey Boy Smith is making his way down. When I look at this sea of British people, and I look at Wembley, and I look at Davey Boy, and I look at the Union flag, and the pride that's in the air, I do think of the Titanic. I do think of one of the worst boat disasters of all time. Days, thanks for the shout out. Shout out to you, and you're also welcome. William says Velveteen Dream shouldn't be able to put to sleep the allegations around him, avoiding criminal charges. Oh yeah, we all agree with that, don't we? We all agree with that. This needs sorting. Lennox Lewis is a true Canadian legend and a fake British champion. What are you on about? He's British. I don't care if he... It depends what his passport says, and he's got a British passport, so he's British. You could be born in a different country, but you just might feel British. And if you then go and get a British passport, then welcome. Welcome. Welcome, my brothers and sisters. Could Bo return at SummerSlam? I don't think so. Days, when was the Titanic built? Silly. Everyone knows it's 1909. Everyone knows that one. I'm not going to get that wrong. But when it's sunk, that I thought that it took them 9 years to build it. It only took them 3. I mean, that is impressive engineering, isn't it? That is impressive. Days, I still boo Roman because he's eventually going to get booed again. And I'm not fickle. Okay. Keep booing. I mean, I don't know. He's not on TV. Are you like driving past his house and booing or something? When are you doing it? Is it whenever you see a picture? Or, I don't know. Or are you just telling me that when he comes back, you're going to do it? Hey, look. Whatever makes you feel good. Can I get a shout out? Yes, AMR. Is that Amir? Amar? El Shazli. I like that name. El Shazly. That's what people used to call me at school. Hey, look, here comes El Shazly. The Shazmeister. The Shazmaster. El Shazly. It's a good name. It was built in Ireland. It was built in Ireland. You've got to believe, Moda. If you believe in the Thunderdome, it's everywhere. We're all in the Thunderdome. Is there real life, or is this all just one big Thunderdome? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from the Thunderdome. Right, Bret Hart has taken off his glasses, given it to some young British kid. Definitely didn't deserve it. But I wish him well. The British Bulldog is gonna win, whether he wants to or not. Still the best part of SummerSlam. Here we are with the British Bulldog, Bret the Hitman Hart, brothers-in-law, face to face on British soil. Bret Hart pushes the Bulldog pushes back. Of course, we did watch this match just a few weeks back, but no chore to revisit. Such a classic, widely regarded as the absolute pinnacle when it comes to SummerSlam. Bret Hart gets pushed back into the corner. You're not going to outpower Davey Boy Smith. You might be able to outsmart Davey Boy, but you're not going to outpower Davey Boy. Days, a member of Retribution wrestled yesterday on NXT Unmasked, yes. Bulldog was struggling that night. He was, you're right. Heel turn MMA. Bret Hart out the ring, pushed out the ring, goes to the outside, down on his knees. Pops back up. It's a really weird ring setup, isn't it? Because it's all on a platform. So they've kind of put the ring on a platform, and then they've put the mats and set the ring up and everything. So when you go out the ring, you've got the mats, but then there is a ledge where it like drops down, and then you've got like the barricade. It's kind of weird. I can't recall seeing that too many times. Nice head scissors. Kip up by Bret. Nice takedown. Davey was tempted to go for the hair, but didn't. Moda says, open your eyes. Look up at the sky and see. I'm just a poor boy. I need no sympathy. But I do need to find my way out of the Thunderdome. Nice little roll up. No, kick out by Bulldog. Small package. Kick out again. So fast, isn't it? What's great about this match is that even though it's got a few like rest holds and things in the match, it's still got a lovely pace to it. If you think about where they've been already in the opening exchanges here, Bret Hart has already been on the outside. We've already seen lots of close pinfall attempts. The crowd are, I don't want to say they're split, but they kind of split. Bret Hart was always so popular in the UK. I mean, I would say that a good 90% want Bulldog here, but there's definitely a good 10%. And even some of that 90% are like, oh, I don't want Bret to lose. So, it's just a really great match. Lennox Lewis was born in West Ham, but he's got Canadian and English heritage. Well, there we go then. Dry your eyes, everyone. Dry your eyes. He's English. He's English, and he's wonderful. Gorilla Press showing some love and support, says Mr. Burt Wayne. Shout out to you, dude. JS17 says, Days, Rusev is real but fake American because he's got an American passport. If he's got an American passport, he's American? This isn't hard to understand, is it? If you've got a passport, you're then a citizen of that country, of whatever that country is. Days, all jokes aside, what age are you? 21. Days, do you think Eddie Guerrero is watching Ray and Dominic and supporting them and maybe seeing Vicky save Dominic? Vicky's in AEW, so I don't see that happening. I don't know. I mean, you're getting into the whole realm of spiritualness, aren't you, here now? I mean, talking about afterlife and stuff like this. So, I don't know. I don't know. If there is an afterlife, and if Eddie Guerrero is able to watch, then yes, I'm sure he will tune in. I'm sure all of the ex-wrestlers watch Raw and SmackDown up in heaven. I'm sure there's like a nice room that they all gather in and chat about the old times and have a giggle. Right, Bret Hart getting up to his feet. Days, can you please shout out Tony Cook? Tony Cook. Shout out to you, my friend. Nice. Crucifix pimp. 1, 2. Kick out by Bret Hart. Bulldog trying to work on the arm again. And he's got Bret Hart grounded. Yeah, they're going crazy. Loads of green foam fingers, right? And I think, I still haven't established this, but I think they're all Macho Man. There's loads of green foam fingers in the crowd. And you'd think they'd be for Davey Boy. But they do show a close-up of one. And it's Macho Man that's on it. I don't know if maybe they did just all green and they did loads of different ones. So maybe you could get a British Bulldog one and whatever. But that's something I'm really interested in finding out. That's one of the biggest questions I've got about SummerSlam 92. Those green fingers, are they all Macho Man? And if so, why was he so popular? Like, I know he's popular, but why was he that popular? Would they not have bought British Bulldog foam fingers? And why are there no foam fingers now? That's what I want to know. Why can I not buy an Asuka foam finger? Knee to the midsection. If someone's looking to start a business, there you go. Just write different superstar names on foam fingers. You'll make a killing. Maybe. Days, do you remember Double or Nothing buy-in video you did? That was funny. I do not remember that, no. Hey? The Double or Nothing buy-in? What, the stream? I don't remember. No. I probably wasn't sober. Sean Flagstaff says, do you think the wrestlers that made it to paradise are wasting a single minute watching Raw? That's true. They're in heaven. They're surrounded in absolute paradise. So, yeah, maybe they're not tuning into Raw and SmackDown. Moda says Days is Forever 21, and that is also his favourite shop. It is. Is it a women's shop? Do they sell male stuff? I don't know. It's my favourite shop, but I'm not sure I've ever been in. Back elbow by Bret Hart, and British Bulldog goes down. Let's hope SummerSlam 2022 is in London. Wrestling Days can be guest host. That'd be fun, man. That'd be fun if it is there. Nice. Inverted. Oh, he's reverse pile driver. It's not. It's an inverted atomic drop. Vince doesn't know wrestling. A reverse pile driver. Silly Billy. What a silly Billy. Here we go, Bret. Going for the pin, but a kick out by the Bulldog. It is a great matchup, Vince. You've got that right, at least. A very Irish potato. Shout out to you, my friend. Love the name. A very Irish potato. Shout out to you, dude. Thank you for becoming a member. We just did a members only stream, actually. We've done 3 now, so feel free to go back and revisit those. Days, you need to be a virtual fan. They won't let me. I mean, not me personally. But you're not allowed to stream at the same time. So you can't stream at the same time. And as well as that, they need exclusive rights to the footage. So it's kind of like, I can't give them that. Because we're streaming at the same time. Wow, nice. Bulldog using his legs to hurl Bret across the ring. Headbutt, big headbutt by Davey Boy, and Bret Hart is backed into the corner. Hart goes hard into the corner, gets his legs up. Davey Boy goes down. This is good. It's such a good match. It's not a chore to watch. I'll tell you what's quite interesting. I've only just noticed that the blue on Davies. Oh, he's using the running bulldog on the bulldog. The bulldog just got bulldogged. The blue that is on the left side of Davies' tights is a different shade of blue to on his right side of his tights. Look at that. It's a completely different shade of blue. Why? Why is it a completely different shade of blue? Bulldog comes crushing down. Bret Hart moves out of the way. Bulldog in pain. Days, what is your favourite WWE match ever? Undertaker versus Shawn. WrestleMania 25. Shout out to WWE and Trick Shots. Joey says, Days, are you planning to do YouTube forever? Yeah, I've got no other plans at the moment, so... I mean, will I eventually make a movie about my life? I would imagine so. Probably in, like, 2057. It's going to be very emotional. And it's going to star Helen Mirren and Zac Efron. Very Irish Potato says, Days, my favourite SummerSlam match is Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk from 2009. And that is the match that got me into watching wrestling. It's a great match. Very, very cool. So you've been watching for about 11 years. You've seen some stuff then. You got in just
A very
before
Irish Potato is a legend.
NXT
They donated 17
CM
Australian
Punk
dollars
and
via
Cena
a super chat. Days, my favorite SummerSlam match is Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in 2009, and this match got me into watch wrestling.
It's very cool. Shout out to you, a very Irish Potato. Gavin E says, if you're still alive in 2057. That's harsh, dude. That's really harsh. Because in 2057, I will be older. Bulldog into the corner. Bret Hart with a strike to the lower back. British Bulldog goes down. Bret Hart standing over the Bulldog. I don't know what match is next, actually. I don't know. I don't know what we've got to look forward to, my friends. I just don't know. Nice. Boom. 1, 2. Kick out by British Bulldog. This crowd, the crowd, just made so much noise all throughout. They're not really making more noise or less noise. It's just like a constant noise. It's like a constant... Uppercut coming in by Bret. And again. A big strike by Bret. Drop kick by Bret. British Bulldog goes down. I think they would sell out Wembley again. I think they could do it. They'd have to stack the card. You'd need Brock. And you'd need Roman, and do you know what I mean? You'd need some names, but you'd do it. 1, 2, kick out by Davey Boy. And back to a headlock. Sean Razor next. Oh, that'll be amazing. Sean Razor, that was a big reason why we chose to do this. I wanted to see Hunky Ultimate Warrior. I know it's only short, but it's cool. I don't mind watching this again. But one of the big reasons for us doing this was that Sean Razor. So, yeah, that's cool, man. What's your dream match? I'd love Undertaker Sting. That's always been my dream match. I'm not sure that I'll get it. In fact, I'm pretty confident I won't get it, but nice suplex by Bret Hart. Very Irish Potato says, what is your favourite SummerSlam match? That's a good question. I do struggle with answering that because I feel like for what it did to British wrestling, it's probably this. I think it's got two of my favourite wrestlers in it. It's an incredible match. It's at Wembley. This event means so much to us here in England. We still bang on about it all the time. We're always like, do you remember SummerSlam 92? Oh. Do you remember when we got a big pay-per-view? Oh. So, yeah, there's nothing but love for this SummerSlam here. So I've got to say this is up there. But I do love Hogan Shawn Michaels from 2005. We watched that the other day and we were watching Shawn like overselling everything. That's always a very enjoyable watch. Just because you know what's gone on behind the scenes and the fact that it was meant to be 3 matches. Hogan only wanted to do 1 and that 1 was one that he was going to win. 1, 2, kick out by Davey. I do love the fact we're watching this for the second time on the channel. I couldn't even tell you how many times I've seen this. But only now am I seeing that Davey's ring attire is 2 different shades of blue. Always find something else, don't you? You'll always spot something else. Like there's a little Ultimate Warrior brawling buddy in the crowd, which is very cool. Bret Hart slamming and pulling at the hair of Davey. So slamming him down. Bryan says he will still be 21. I will. 21 forever, as we were saying earlier. 21 forever. This is the second time on the channel that we will have watched it. Moda, shout out to you. Days, WWE took all of Bret Hart's content off the network. Yeah, they did. They did take it off the network. We were talking about that earlier. Who is your favourite debut? Oh man, there's been loads of great debuts. I really like... well, they haven't taken all of his stuff. They've just taken some documentaries off the network. My favourite debut? I think Jericho was awesome. That was brilliant. So, Jericho was a great debut. And... yeah, there's been loads. Days, you will be minus 21 when your movie comes out. Yes, I'm not sure how that works, but I'm going to say yes, that's true. The one thing in this match that you can never unsee is Davey Boy Smith's thong. I've still not seen it. I've still not seen the thong. I'm not desperate to see it. I don't feel like I need to see it. But that's something that I've not really ever kept an eye out for. Hulk Hogan NWO. Why are we shouting out Hulk Hogan NWO? Can I get a shout out? Gorge Moogle, shout out to you, dude. Can't wait for Smackdown. It's going to be good. We are already, unbelievably, 30-odd minutes into this. Still underway with this match. Obviously, it was the main event. Big match. Big match. Bret on the back of Davey Boy gets driven into the corner. He's got a sleeper hold applied. Davey's gone down. I was at SummerSlam 92. Oh, I'm jealous. Just had a little bit of lag that I was just having to deal with there. Right, Bret Hart's come up. Big strike to the midsection. Big strikes up top coming back by Bret Hart. Davey Boy going back against the ropes, but he's reversed it. He's got Brett is tangled in the ropes. Bret Hart gets caught up in the ropes, crashing down. All hail your dong. Yes. Do you think John Morrison is underrated? Yeah. I don't know that WWE have got any plans to do any more with him, but yeah, I think he is underrated, definitely. I wouldn't have put him with The Miz. I don't mind them being together for a little run, but man, I think this has just poured cold water over both of them. It's just been really flat. No one cares. No one cares about The Miz and Morrison. Bulldog slamming down Bret. Going for the cover. Kick out by Bret. Adam Cole had the best debut, says John. When the British Bulldog finally won the IC title. Yeah, it's a great match. Bulldog, middle of the ring. He's got Bret Hart. He's going to try for the suplex. Standing vertical. Standing vertical. Look at that, middle of the ring. Drops the Hitman down. Goes to the cover. Shoulder up. Shoulder up by the Hitman. New Jack versus Logan Paul. Is that a match? Is that a thing that's happening? Is that happening? I don't know. Trini, good night. Have you seen the Thunderdome? Yes. I did a video on it. Bulldog up on his feet. Bret Hart is down. You're seeing all of them green foam fingers, as we said. I don't know why there's so many. They all seem to be on that one side as well. Perhaps they got given them for free. Do you think that they gave them for free on that side? Because there's a shot on the other side and there was no foam fingers there. I wonder if you were sat that side, if you got them or something. I don't know. Bulldog, running power slam. Shoulder up by Hitman. Davey Boy's got his head in his hands. He's shaking his head. He can't believe it. Bret Hart is slumped against the ropes. Bulldog pushes. I love that. I love how he pushes him like that. Bret Hart manages to hold on, though. Bobby the Brain says he can't beat the Hitman. Here we go. Davey looking for a suplex outside the ring, but Bret reverses it. German into a bridge. Just a 2 count. Just a 2 count. This match is getting tasty, man. Hey, Days, you always have great backgrounds. Thank you, Joey. Shout out to you. Heather says, is anyone else afraid that the Thunderdome will be glitchy? There could be a few issues, but I think if something does go wrong with someone, they're going to replace it quite quick. I believe there's going to be people on standby or something, or they're going to keep rotating people or something. So I think it'll be... I can understand that it's going to be... I can see people saying it might be distracting. But, man, the one image with the lasers and it looks so good. Superplex off the top by Davey Boy. Goes to the cover. Shoulder up by the Hitman. Days, can you shout me and my parents out? SA16 and BS18. Okay. And you're JS17. Cool. I think your family's got a really interesting naming system. Bret Hart over by the ropes. Davey Boy grabbing his hair. Reversed. Bulldog. Duck underneath. Against the ropes. Clothesline each other. Bulldog lands on top of Bret. But couldn't get the pin. Bret managing to just move out of the way. Is this the beginning of the end? This might be the beginning of the end. This is where Bret is going for the sharpshooter as they're both laying on the floor. Look at that. That is brilliant. Both on the floor. Bret Hart, look, trying to figure out how to get the sharpshooter applied whilst lying down. And there we go. Look, he turns the Bulldog over. It's really good. Look, Bulldog in pain and Bret applies the sharpshooter. Look at that. Both lay down, and famously Bret Hart practiced that on his wife at 3 a.m. I'm not even making that up. He woke up with that idea of putting on the sharpshooter whilst they're both lying there. So he did it on his wife. He put the sharpshooter on his wife. Bulldog managing to get over to the ropes. Uppercut. I think this is the beginning of the end. Bulldog hurls Bret against the ropes, picks him up over the top, hooks the legs. 2, 3. Bulldog wins. Bulldog wins. I still have never seen this match. Days, if you was the chairman of WWE, who would you push? Who would you bring back for the... And would you bring back the World Heavyweight Championship? Yes. I'd lose Universal, World Championship, and who would I push? I mean, I really like Aleister Black. I kind of feel like you could do something really fun with Aleister Black. And I really like Ricochet as well. I like Ali also. I think I'd look at doing something with him. They've got talent. They just seemingly don't know what to do with it. Well, there we go. Look, Bulldog has beaten Bret Hart. I'm not sure that he managed to necessarily out-wrestle him or outclass him, but he certainly survived him. And then at the end just managed to find a pin. So kept Bret quite strong. Certainly did wonders for Davey. Really hoped that he would go on to become world champion, but I think it's quite famous that he had a few demons and he wasn't Mr. Reliable. So I think if he had been a different guy behind the scenes, he would have been world champ. Man, I signed up too late for the Thunderdome. I had my monkey mask medi. Love you guys. Esben, shout out to you, dude. There is far too many titles, says David P85. There should only be one world title. That is true. I mean, I would bring back the World Heavyweight Championship, but I don't know that I would keep it for long. I would merge it, but I would bring it back because so many people want it. I'd probably keep it around for a year or so and then end up merging them. Because we've got two titles now. Rather than just merging the two we've got now, bring back the World Heavyweight Championship. Run with that for a bit. And then merge them. The two embrace in the ring. We are going to move on to a match that we've not watched on the channel before. We are going to be moving on to Shawn Michaels, Razor Ramon, the ladder match rematch. Very, very excited to watch this because I've not seen this match for a long, long time. And I know a lot of people say it's not quite as good as the original, but it is still absolutely worth a watch. Absolutely worth a watch. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to check it out. Dun, dun, dun. This has got to be the greatest SummerSlam of all time. Not my words, the words of Vince McMahon. There we go. Days, what happened? When do you become 22? I can't remember when my birthday is. That's the problem. If I knew when my birthday was, then I would know when I've turned 22. But the fact that I don't know when my birthday is, I think means I get to stay 21. I think that's how it works. If you accidentally forget when your birthday is and you never actually celebrate your birthday, you get stuck at the age you was when you forgot. That's what's happened to me. I don't make the rules. Fireworks going off at Wembley. Days the Thunderdome gives me WrestleMania 27 memories when it was in the Georgia Dome back in 2011, says Jeremy. What a SummerSlam! Okay, so we are moving on. That was for the Intercontinental Championship, and this next match. 2 months later, he lost. Shawn Michaels. This is really interesting watching the history. So they're talking about the original ladder match. There's Razor holding the... Oh, the blimp. Do you remember the blimp? Do you remember that? They had a massive blimp that used to fly around in the arena. That's cool. Ladder match, August 27th, 1995. Reza Ramon. And I know. Not true, wrestling fanatic. Hope you are well. Days, do you wish you could grow older than 21? Some days. It can be quite difficult being 21. I don't know why. I haven't thought why yet. I'll get back to you. If you go the bingo, then everyone's like old and you just sat there all 21. Do you know what I mean? And that can be difficult. WWE's YouTube uploaded a good SummerSlam match earlier. Booker T versus The Rock from 2001, says Tall Paul. 2000's gaming channel. My son is a huge Scott Hall fan. This was such a good gimmick. It's a shame that he had such personal issues. Yeah, this was great. I wonder if he would ever have been champ though. I don't know that he would ever have got it to... I feel like this is a great champ, but I don't know if it ran its course. I don't know if it got as far as it was ever going to get. I don't know. There's Shawn. It's kind of cool, isn't it? Seeing the silhouette. It makes them out to be massive stars. You know, they're so big that just seeing the silhouette of them waiting to come out is enough to get people cheering and losing their minds. Boy. People loved that match. Loved it. At 93, WrestleMania 10. So the excitement for this rematch. And this wasn't the original plan. I can't remember what the original match was going to be, but this was not the plan. I feel like it was meant to be something like Shawn versus Vader or something like this. And last minute they had to change it, and they're like, "What do we do?" And they were like, "Well, let's do the ladder match rematch. Let's do Shawn Razor." So this wasn't the plan. This wasn't something that they had written down and they were building towards. This was something they had to throw together last minute. There he is, Shawn Michaels. Crowd going crazy. She's going crazy. She loves it. Days, how do you feel about AEW letting limited paying fans in? Well, my gut feeling is that it's a bit too soon, but I mean, I would imagine that they've looked at it and they feel confident that they've got such space and that they can make it work where everyone is social distancing. That, I don't know. I mean, my gut feeling is it's too soon, but I feel like they must have looked at it, and it is quite a big venue in all fairness. But yeah, I don't know. Didn't feel right. Mr. Burt Wayne says the older pay-per-views are the best. I really love these best ofs. We were actually going to do a poll to figure out what we were watching tonight, and as soon as I saw that they'd done this Best of SummerSlam, I was like, no question, man. Absolutely no question. We are definitely watching this. Because you can just go from great match to great match to great match to great match. You know? So, yeah. I do love the old pay-per-views. But I do love these best ofs also. So, they've got the... he's just putting the belt over the hook that's going to be put up. It wasn't a nice bracket or anything. It's literally a weighted hook. We got Doc Hendricks. We got Vince McMahon. Days, imagine if you're not 21 and you're really dreaming, but you're actually 14. That would be scary. Days, would you remove the brand split or keep it? I would... What would I do, actually? I would... I feel like removing it. I think not. I think it's difficult. I can see pros and cons for both. I really can see pros and cons for both. I don't think the shows are ever really treated as two separate brands enough. You get a lot of people that kind of cross over. They both advertise each other. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's in the same building as well. So it doesn't feel different. I never feel like I'm watching a different product. It's different wrestlers doing the same thing. So, and it's got the same feel and yeah. I'd probably stick with it, but I would change a lot about it. Right, anyway, Sean getting right in the face of Razor. Razor pushing Sean. Sean in blue attire. And I feel like they did a figure of that as well. In fact, I know they did. And I know I've got it somewhere. Can I put my hands on it, though? No. No is the answer. Nice. Over the top. Oh, Sean firing off a sweet chin music, but didn't land. And Razor's like, no way, Chico. Anna Dawes says, don't diss Bingo. I'm not dissing Bingo. I won good money from Mecca. And I'm not dissing Bingo. I'm just saying that old people go to Bingo. Really, really old people go to Bingo. And if ever I've gone, I always feel so young. And, do you know what I mean? I'd like to fit in more. I'm just saying that's a problem with being 21 all the time. I just wish that I was a bit older so that I could fit in with the old people. All the old people that go to Bingo, especially Mecca. A lot of old people go there. Really old, shriveled, bitter old people. But you've been, have you? That's interesting. Shoulder tackle by Razor. I hate when you have a dream, like going to Raw, but then you wake up and it's like, damn, it was just a dream. Well, that dream will surely become a reality one day, my friend. Is Mike Chioda in AEW? I don't think so. Last I heard, he hadn't signed a full-time contract there. Razor hurling Sean to the outside. Why is the ladder so far away? He's having to walk like he's having to hike. He's having to hike. He's going to have to get a compass out. Figure out where to go to get to the ladder. It's that far. I like the fact as well, currently, there's one ladder. Not loads of ladders. They haven't got ladders under the ring. There's not ladders all around the ring. This is a ladder match, not ladders match. It's a ladder match. There's one ladder. One freaking ladder. And it's in the... Oh, look at that suplex to the outside. Oh, that was brutal. That was nasty. Razor suplex Sean to the outside. And that was horrific. It looked like he was going to hit into the railings. Oh. Anador says, don't diss old people. We can still hit with our sticks. And not all of us have got blue hair either. Are you saying that Sasha Banks is old? Is that what you're saying? Oh, look at the replay. That is moody. Now, I have been to the bingo a couple of times. It's all right. It's all right, man. You could have a good time. Do you know what I mean? Loads of beers, chips, and I won some money as well. So I was very happy, mate. Bingo lovers unite. Yeah! Bingo, bingo, bingo. Yeah, welcome to the Cutting Edge Wrestling Days streams. Bingo, bingo. Days, would you rather have CM Punk return to WWE or Ambrose and Cody both come back? I don't know, that's a really good question. Let me know in the chat. Which way would you go? I can't figure it out. I'm thinking CM Punk would make the biggest splash. But if you had Cody and Ambrose, well, then you can do Shield reunions. And you've also got Cody. Just think of the Cody Triple H story you could tell. I kind of feel that Cody and Ambrose might be better than CM Punk. Because you could do Shield reunions. And as we said, Cody's a decent name now. Cody's kind of main event. You know what I mean? So, is Cody as big as CM Punk? No. CM Punk would make a bigger splash. Oh, that's a good question, though. It's a good question. Dat King says, I won about $220 at the bingo. I'm telling you, the bingo is where it's at, man. That's where you can make your money. Forget all this gambling on UFC. Sid was watching backstage. Oh, big right hand by Razor. Sean goes down. He just knocked the taste out of Sean's mouth. The apron's got all scrumpled up, but the ladder is in the ring. And we said this last time as well. I love the fact that at ladder, it's got a bit of personality, hasn't it? It's got a little bit of personality. It's got orange on the side. Could be red. I don't want to get into that argument. Orange or red. Whatever. Orangey red. But it might be red. But it's not just an all-silver ladder. Why do they use all-silver ladders? They're so boring. They need to start bringing back ladders that have got a little bit of personality. Do you know what I mean? Sean, looking to set up the ladder in the ring. I had the privilege of seeing HBK and Razor in a tag match at the WWF Heart Attack Tour in '94. That's cool. Kicks by Sean. Razor had pulled down Sean's tights. So I think the crowd got... Ah! Razor pulled Sean. Sean's leg got caught in the ladder. Oh, man. That'll blow your knee out. That'll cause real damage. Razor has got the ladder. He's put it over the leg of Sean and he's stomping on the ladder. Ladder McMahon. Oh, yes. If Eric Bischoff can sign with WWE, then Cody could easily return. Days, do you think Big E will turn on the New Day and become a single star? I would hope so. I mean, I want him to be a single star, but they're seemingly giving him that opportunity without splitting the New Day. So you might be getting him as a single star anyway. So they might not have to split the New Day. Perhaps the New Day are so popular and shift so much merch that they really just do not want to split them. Again, Razor using that ladder. Days SummerSlam is in December if you're in Argentina. Huh? What do you mean? It's not December in Argentina. Say my name. Sheila. Shout out to you. Days, my mum's favourite all-time wrestlers are Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho. Your mum's cool. Your mum is cool, Joey. That is a fact. Shawn holding his knee. Razor grabbing Shawn. Shawn's knee just getting caught in that ladder. And now his legs getting slammed on the ladder. The difference between this match and WrestleMania 10 is they're using the ladder more as a weapon here. I'm sure they were told that they couldn't use the ladder as a weapon at WrestleMania 10, but here they're using it more as a weapon. Days, are you sad that Renee Young left? I am. Yeah, I really like Renee Young. I always had a lot of time for her. I thought she was excellent at her job. I really did. Again, he's still working on the knee. This is a really good match, man. This is a really good match. Dragging Shawn over. Oh, Shawn kicks Razor into the ladder that was set up in the corner. So Razor goes into that ladder. Shawn is crawling over. What is Razor going to look to do? He's going to pick up Shawn, try and drop him onto the ladder. The ladder's set up in the corner. And he just smashes Shawn's legs into that ladder. It's a great match. Do you think Orton will win the title? He could. He could. I am expecting him to get it soon. I don't know if it's going to be at SummerSlam or Payback. Again, Razor comes crashing down onto that leg. Shawn really selling the injury here. I love Shawn's attire as well. It's blue. It's got black like zebra print. It's got the hearts all over it as well. It's a really great Shawn Michaels ring attire. It's a classic ring attire. And why does no one have that these days? Why is all ring attire like black tights with like some kind of logo on the side? It's so unimaginative. So unimaginative. Look at what Shawn was wearing in 95. Looks great. We need more like that. We need the ring attire makers to step up their game. John says this is a great match. Days, do you think that you'll get in the Hall of Fame for your channel? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. They're going to introduce a YouTuber wing. And I'm basically the Andre the Giant of the streaming world. So yeah, I'll be the first to go in. I'll go in on my own. Definitely, I'll go in on my own like Andre did. Again, look, Razor dropping back, really working that knee. On the back of Shawn's attire, it says "Heartbreak Kid." It's just cool, man. It's just really great ring attire. Days, have you seen the Kevin Owens Briscoe brothers ladder war in Ring of Honor? I haven't, Tony. No. I haven't seen a great deal of Ring of Honor, if I'm being honest. That's something that potentially we could explore in the future. Here we go. Razor with the ladder. I love that. Love that as well. Shawn is in so much pain, and Razor just stands the ladder up, gives it a gentle push. Down it falls onto the already injured knee. Stomping onto the side of the face of Shawn. Days, would you rather have Ambrose and Jericho go to WWE or Roman and Orton go to AEW? I would rather have Ambrose and Jericho to WWE. We've got Razor climbing up. Michaels, double axe handle. Razor falls off. The ladder wobbling a little. Razor that side, Shawn that side. The ladder stays standing. Do you think a company could get over using old school wrestling booking like big hosses and jobbers who aren't the most athletic people? Yeah, 100%. It's all about great stories and character development. I mean, wrestling is so simple, but it seems to be so easy to get wrong as well. You need to have characters that people care for. You've got to give them reasons to care. And WWE are awful at that. Really bad at that. Because they try to hotshot everything. They don't give anything enough time. Do you know what I mean? They'll give you someone will get a promo and that's it. They need to do so much more to get people over. Tell us a bit of their backstory. Tell us about what they're fighting for. Tell us why should we care about them. What is it about their character that makes them any different? It used to be easy back in the day because you had the boss man, you had the Wild Ultimate Warrior, you had Mr. America, Hulk Hogan, you had the guy that was standing up against the boss in Stone Cold, you had The Rock, who was just, an incredible charismatic guy, and promos were out of this world, and there was so much character. So much character. But now you've just got a Ricochet. What's a Ricochet? What's a Ricochet? How is a Ricochet any different to a Shorty G? How's a Mustafa Ali any different to a Matt Riddle? Do you know what I mean? They've got to work so much harder at getting their personalities across, making us care. Show us vignettes. Show us video packages. Give us superstar spotlights. Tell us their history. Tell us their journey. Show us footage of them working, training. What do they want? What are they trying to achieve? What are their goals? Are they going for the title? Are they just trying to get some momentum? Are they down on confidence? Is there someone they've got their sights set on? Or so much they could do. So much. But instead they go... And that's it. That's WWE booking. Look at that moonsault off the ladder by Shawn. So, yeah, I kind of feel like you need exciting characters and then you need a reason to care. And then all you do is you smash them together. It doesn't really matter what they look like. I mean, look at UFC. You've got really small guys in UFC. In, flyweight division and stuff like this. But people, they still, headline massive shows. And people still care about them. Look at Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo's about the same size as my thumb. But he was celebrated as a 2-weight champion. Do you know what I mean? He had 2 belts. And he was one of their pound-for-pound fighters. And he was heralded as a massive deal. Because he was a great fighter. He was great at what he did. Look at WWE and what WWE do. If they've got someone a bit smaller, they just put them on 205 Live. And that's it. They don't know what else to do. They've got Ricochet, who's stunning. Like a superstar around the world. Brilliant in Lucha Underground. Brilliant in New Japan. Just an absolute indie darling. Was great down in NXT. They bring him to the main roster and they're like, don't know what to do with him. I don't know. He's small. Oh, he's small. I don't like it. This one's small as well. Let's call him Shorty G. It's just awful. Awful. So, could old school wrestling get over? Yeah, I think there's a massive market for it. Look at how popular Jim Cornette is. You can hate on Jim Cornette, and that's absolutely fine. And I don't listen to every one of his shows, but he is someone that I do listen to with other podcasts. And he gets crazy support. Look at how many people tune into his YouTube channel, and he talks about the joys of old school wrestling. It would absolutely work. Days, where is a good website to order figures and Funkos? I'm not sure about Funkos, but obviously Ringside Collectibles in America, Wrestling Shop in the UK. You could try Smith's and a few other places. Right now we got Shawn and Razor in the middle of the ring. We probably are sneaking our way towards the end of this, and they both fall off. They both go onto the top rope. The ladder is bouncing off that top rope. Razor falls out of the ring, but Shawn falls into the ring. Both guys are down. Both guys have given everything in this match. This is a really great match. I actually want to see what old Dave Meltzer scored this. Let's have a look. Dave Meltzer. SummerSlam 95. Is this a 5-star classic? Is it, Dave? What are you saying, Dave? Oh, Dave! Dave! Oh, Dave! 4.75. 4.75. If you want to know what a WWE 5-star match looks like, don't watch this, because this is 4.75. But it's real close. It's basically at the 5-star door. Basically in the 5-star neighborhood. It just can't find the right house. Shawn with the ladder, trying to drive it into Razor. Razor on the outside, Shawn on the outside, the ladder on the outside. All three members of this match on the outside. Sheila says there's a rumor that Dean will move back to WWE. Perhaps he hated Renee Young, and now Renee Young's left. Is like, okay, it's time for me to return. I couldn't stand working with that woman, but now she's gone. I'll come back. Razor going under the ring, and he's grabbing a second ladder. You hate to see it, but I'm sorry to say that this ladder is also coloured on the side. It's red or orange. So even though I hate the fact that he has grabbed a second ladder, it's still got a lot about it, a lot of personality. It's still more interesting than the ladders they use today. Here we go. Look, Shawn's starting to climb up. So we've now got 2 ladders in the ring. Razor gonna go for the Razor's Edge. Shawn was on the ladder. Razor. Shawn's kicked the ladder over. Razor's Edge to Shawn Michaels. Wow. Meltzer is on crack if this is not a 5-star match. Am I the only one that sees someone with Sting face paint in the crowd? I have not been on Sting face paint watch. So I think that there could be someone there. Anna says, just think back to how many different sides of characters we used to have. $1 Million Man, a Sheik, a butt-kicking, beer-swilling everyman. Nowadays, we've got Apollo. It's true. It's true. You're absolutely right. Why should we care about a Shelton Benjamin? Why should we care about an Apollo? Why should we care about all of these people that are just people? It's all right, them being people and not having crazy gimmicks. Like, we don't need to have the Dustbin Man taking on the pig farmer, taking on the tribesman, right? I'm fine that we're past that. But if you're not going to have those gimmicks, then you've got to give us a reason to care about people. Even UFC do a great job of their video packages as they're hyping up towards their fights, you know? You just don't get it. I mean, right, we should know right now what the main event of SummerSlam 2020 is. Shouldn't be a question. Shouldn't be a, I think they'll go with Drew, Randy, but it could be Fiend. No. We should know. We should know, and it should have been built up to the absolute zenith. It should feel like the biggest thing going on in the world. It should feel unmissable. And as of right now, I don't know what the main event is. I know it's going to be one of them matches. Well, I think it's going to be one of them matches. Sean kicks the ladder. Razor goes down. Sean. I love that. Sean was on a ladder and he was just a bit out of range, so he tried to jump for it. He jumped and he comes crashing down. This match is awesome. I feel like I'm really disrespecting it. I'm sorry. I want to apologize to this match. Here we go. Both guys getting back up to their feet. Razor calling for another Razor's Edge, but Sean, big back body drop to the outside. Razor crashing outside the ring. Sean sets up the ladder. And he's going to start climbing. Razor not moving. Sean is climbing up the ring. Up the ring, up the ladder. In the ring. He's having to like try and hop the ladder a little. No! Still couldn't get it. Sean super frustrated, look. Setting it up again. And now you've got Razor starting to move. Razor starting to come round. Sean climbing. I wish Razor was more in the ring at this point. He gets it. I wish Razor had managed to get to the bottom of the ladder at least. That would have been a little more tense. Like, it's now or never, Sean. It really is now or never. But for some reason, Razor kind of stayed out the ring. I'm not sure that... I think Sean, when he tried to pull it then, I think that was a mistake. I think he meant to get it that time. Both guys on their feet in the ring. Razor hands the belt to Sean, sticks his hand out, and the two shake hands. There's a real sign of respect. Gaming in real time. Shout out to you, dude. Thank you for joining us. Up and down their spine. I like New Japan using double main events as storylines, like Naito being angry that his match was equal to Omega and Jericho because he thought he had found his destino. I agree. I really feel that being in the main event should matter. I mean, Bulldog Bret Hart main evented SummerSlam 92, and that means a lot. That means a lot. The fact that the IC title was the main event, the fact that Bulldog was the main event, you know, it matters. It matters. Ask the women. Ask Ronda, Charlotte, Becky if it matters to them that they're the first women to main event WrestleMania. It matters. So why don't we know what the main event is for SummerSlam? In fairness, they've probably had a few other things on their mind, but what I will say is we never know. That was a great match as well. That was an incredible match. There's a match that took it to a whole new level. The very first TLC. The very first TLC. Edge and Christian. So this is the image that is behind us. The first ever TLC match. Edge and Christian versus Dudley Boys versus Hardy Boys. You think you know me? You think you know me? And it was even better when the whole Los Ingobernables storyline was based off of Naito not being able to main event when he had won the G1 and he was getting his moment stolen for him. Completely agree. It's the match that's in the background. It is. It is. It is. It is. My friend Glenn has got some fiery words for Mr. Meltzer. Well, here we are. Look, SummerSlam 2000, I think this is. And this is a tables, ladders, and chairs match. TLC Goosebumps match. Days, would you rather have Ambrose or Cody or Jericho return? I would... I don't know. Difficult. Jericho's a legend, brings a lot of star power. Still, you know, so great on the mic, so entertaining. Ambrose, you could always do Shield reunions. I think of the three, though, Ambrose would be the least that I would take. I would take either Jericho or Rhodes. And honestly, I think just to do Triple H versus Cody, or just to do an AEW invasion, you'd have to have Cody, I think. Because he is the executive vice president. So I think I'd go Cody, you know. But he'd have to be main event and he'd have to be booked real strong. Right, we are underway with this match. This is a great match. What does Uncle Dave score this? Let's have a look. This is a really great collection, you know. SummerSlam 2000, Dave Meltzer. So, Meltzer gave that last ladder match 4-7-5. Nice crossbody by Christian. Face first. Into that chair goes Devon. Big strikes coming in by Edge. 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars for this one. It was the highest rated match. Highest rated match from this show. X-Pac Road Dogg got 0.75. The Cat versus Terry in a stink face match. Gotta love the Attitude Era. Well, you haven't, but lots of people do. I score this 4.5. 4.5, yeah. Days Cody is better than Cody Rhodes. Dean Ambrose is better than John Moxley. Daniel Bryan is better than Bryan Danielson. And Chris Jericho is better than whatever he's been in the past. Right, here we go. Look, we got the Hardys setting up the ladder. Even these ladders are black. They're black at the side. Even these have got a bit more personality than the... I hate the silver ones that we get these days. Here we go. We've got 3 men on the ladders. Leg sweep from the ladder. Christian on the other side trying to climb up. Bubba is starting to get to his feet. He's coming over. Bubba, forearm strike to the back. Climbing up the other ladder. Grabs Christian. What's he going for? Oh! Big move, man. It was like a full Nelson wing clipper. At this SummerSlam, The Rock faced Angle and Triple H in a triple threat match. Fun fact, Days, that stink face match is the only singles match on this show. There's too many snowflakes for the Attitude Era now, says Ben. Days, my internet has been down. I hope yours doesn't go off. Sorry to hear that, Creed. Monica says, I like these ladders better than the rest. They look cool. I like the yellow one. I don't know. I just like any of them compared to the boring silver plain ones that we get these days. I kind of feel like the ladders represent the booking, or do you know what I mean? Like, think about it. Back in the day, the ladders in 93 and 95 were like yellow and orange, right? And WWE was kind of bright with its cartoony kind of characters. So that was reflected in the ladders. We're now in the Attitude Era, and now the ladders are black. They're dark, they're moody, they've got some attitude. Now, the ladders are just boring. They're just plain. They're just plain ladders. Wow, look at this. WWE have been giving us Easter eggs in the ladders all these years. What's that? Oh! Head first goes Devon. It's all about the ladders, guys. That's it. That's the key to WWE. If you want to know how exciting or in what kind of mood the product is in, what colour is the ladder? Devon! Get the tables! Testify! What's he going for? The tables are set up. They're already there. He's just walked past tables. There's 2 tables already there, Devon. Devon's gone to get an unset up table. Perhaps he just enjoys the process of setting it up. There we go. It'd be really cool if there was a Dudley Boys table that was in their camo on the top. It was all camo coloured. That would be nice. Oh! Christian goes through a table. Christian just went through that table. There's still the 2 tables set up outside the ring. Retribution are attacking our internet. 2020 picture of a Fiend from last week. Days next week, can we watch the best of bra and panties matches? That's a collection WWE haven't got round to making yet. Look, we've got tables on tables. We've got tableception. Table mountain. Tables on tables. So there we go. We've got all these 4 tables outside the ring right now. This is the most entertaining match of the night, says Tall Paul. It is good. It is great. It is great. Here we go. Edge, boom, with the chair shot to the back of Bubba. Right on the head of Devon. Right on the head of Bubba. Kick to the midsection. Is that Jeff? Matt? Matt with the twist of fate. Here we go. Matt Hardy climbing up. Jeff Hardy. Drops the leg from the top of the ladder. Jeff Hardy going for a swanton. No, leg drop as well. Both crashing down on Edge. Crowd are really into this. It's easy to see why. Days, I'm so excited that Agapova is fighting this weekend. I love her. She's beautiful and funky. And I know that you adore her too. I do like her. I got a lot of time for her, yeah. It's going to be good, man. I prefer Hebus, though. I love Hebus. She was cool. Hardy's desperately trying... Matt was desperately trying to slam the ladder down on Edge. And he hurls Christian on top of the ladder that Edge was caught between. That's a great spot. There's stuff happening everywhere. You got Jeff Hardy doing some crazy stuff outside the ring. Smacking Bubba with a ladder. You got stuff happening in the ring. Things happening outside the ring. Craziness. Tomorrow is the debut of the Thunderdome. The Thunderdome. Here we go. Jeff Hardy up top. Bubba on top of the tables. Ah! No one there. Hardy just put himself through tables. Idiot. It's broken in half. That man's body is broken in half. A leg drop from the ladder really hurts the beep. And it's bad for the spine, says Eric. Matt was always my favourite. Totally underrated, says Heather. Dat King says, I like the second half of the Attitude Era better. Late 99 Mania 17 because it had the chaos of early Attitude but with great wrestling. Loads of signs. Tons of signs. Test your knowledge. How many tag titles have these three teams won in WWE? Dude, that'd be a guess. That would be a guess. I would have to guess at something like... say 11 for Edge and Christian. Maybe about the same for the Hardys. Maybe a bit less for the Hardys. About 8, maybe 8 for the Hardys. Takes about 19, 20. Dudley's most decorated champs ever. I think they got about 18. I feel like around 35 to 36. I don't want to go on 35. That seems too nice and round. I'd say 36. 36. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see how wrong am I? Can't even say the word. That's how wrong I am. Hardly Boys, the Hardly Boys. I'm just making up new teams as well. We've got Bubba climbing up middle of the ring, but Edge and Christian are going to push him out of the ring through Table Mountain. Through Table Mountain. Wow. Okay, so we've got WCW wouldn't count, would it? 1, 2, 8. 8 times for the Hardys, which I think is what I said for Hardys. Let's have a look at Dudley's. Wow, that was a great spot. That was a great spot. Dudley's are only 9 times. That's less for Dudley's than I thought. So that takes us to 17. Lita in the ring. Lita pushing Edge and Christian. That's great. She is screaming for the Hardys. Man, it's cool. It's really cool. What a moment. Lita coming down, getting involved. 7. Oh, only 7 for them. 24. I said 36. I definitely thought the Dudleys had more WWE ones. Here, anyway, Matt climbing up. Ah, he's got pushed back as well. He's gone crashing through the tables. Look at that spot as well. All these tables set up around the ring. Lita's gone round. Spear! Ooh, look how close she was to the edge of the ladders. She's holding her head. She might have just clipped the ladder there. They've got a camera at the top. That's a great camera shot, isn't it? Right by where the belt is. And look at that. Look at that camera shot. The spear. Boom. Oh, she might have smacked her head off that ladder. She's still holding her head. All the tables have been destroyed. What a match. Days, if WWE changed back to the Attitude Era, will it raise the ratings? And why did I get a timeout? Oh, I didn't time you out, dude. I haven't timed anyone out. Would it raise the ratings to go back to the Attitude Era? It depends. I mean, it depends. You need to bring back characters and good stories. They're both hanging off the top. They're both dangling away. He just powerbombed himself. Devon just powerbombed himself. Jeff Hardy is a pinata. Edge and Christian using the ladder. It's such a great match. If you've not seen this match before, what a match. Here we go. Edge and Christian climbing up. The old school tag titles swinging away. And they've got them. Edge and Christian win. Days, maybe next week we could watch the best of Michael Cole announcing Funaki on the international commentary table and Jerry Lawler going, and also JR going, Bago. Yes, that'll be good. That'll be worth it. Hopefully that's like a 10-hour compilation. Edge, Christian, Dudley Boys, Hardy Boys versus The New Day. So good. That I agree. That's the best match we've seen so far. So great. Edge and Christian win. They do. That spot with them hanging off the belts, it gets me every time. Just seeing a replay here of Edge and Christian knocking that ladder, and look, Bubba, boom, straight through Table Mountain. Yeah, that is great, where they're both dangling off, both like pinatas. And look at that, oh! The way that Devon goes down, he kind of really rotates around, doesn't he? By the time his head is hitting the mat, it's like, is it this kind of an angle? That's nasty. If it was that, don't even think about that. Days, we are replacing your stream with The Fiend, and you will replace The Fiend in the Thunderdome. Lots of cheering. Days, Braun Strowman is now Bald Strowman. Makes sense. It was great. What a match. What a great, great match. Right, I don't know what's next. Days, who is your third favourite? Your three favourite divas? What do you mean by divas? Does it have to be from that era, or do you mean women in general? Oh, is this going to be Brock? Brock versus Rock. The Beast. Right, let's change this over. Brock Lesnar versus The Rock. I miss Mustache Mountain. Mustache Mountain. Did you see that Bryan Zane of Wrestling with Regret turned heel last week? No. Days, 1 week we will probably get a Ray promo which lasts a whole Raw about Dominic and nothing else. We watched this match not that long ago, but again, great match. I feel like there's 3 matches on here that we've seen before. I think it was Bulldog Brett. This one. John Daniel Bryan. Cena Daniel Bryan's coming up in a bit as well, and we've seen that. But they're great. They are great matches. Am I sorry for that? I'm not. I'm not sorry. I mean, women wrestlers. Mine are Nikki, Iconics, and Chyna. What, 3 best women's wrestlers in WWE history? Asuka, Chyna, Trish. For the undisputed chat, it's a lovely belt, isn't it? It's a lovely belt. A walrus with a ponytail. Michael Cole on commentary. Here comes the big dog. It's boss time. Here comes the monster among men. Yeah, but he is told he has to say those things, so... Do you know what I mean? He gets a little bit of a pass. Dun-dun-dun. And there we go. The Rock lays the title down, comes running down to the ring, into the ring, throwing in some big right hands. Belly to belly by Brock. Just like that. Can you smell? Alundra Blaze would be in my top 5. No doubt about that. I do love Alundra Blaze. But the problem with Alundra was that there wasn't really a women's division when she was around. So they had to bring women in for her to feud with. They had to bring in the likes of Bull Nakano and Bertha Faye. And she was meant to work a program with Aja Kong. But obviously that all fell through. WWE ended up letting Alundra go. Because they couldn't afford a women's division anymore. Isn't that bad? Thinking about it. Did you know that WWE let their whole women's division go in 95? I think it was 95. Because they couldn't afford it anymore. And when I say whole women's division, it's like a couple of women. That was it. So, it's such a shame. She is one of the best wrestlers they had. She always delivered. She was always great. And when she was allowed to wrestle, she was stunning. And nothing but love. She's definitely in my top 5, but I can't put her top because of just because of how bad the division was at the time. Clothesline by Brock. Outside the ring here, kicks by Brock. What does Uncle Dave rate this match? It's a great question. It's a really great question. I will look for you right now. Give me a sec. There, we're back in the ring. Did, man. He came storming in and it's backfired on him, hasn't it? Now he's just getting absolutely battered by the next big thing. Paul Heyman grabbing the leg of Rock, not allowing him to make any kind of comeback. Let's see if I can find what Uncle Dave said. And he's choking out the Rock now. He's such a wrong gun. Isn't he? Isn't he a wrong gun? Such a wrong gun. Makes me so angry. Right. I think we spoke before about how they're wearing super similar ring attire. Both wearing black trunks. Both got logos on the back, which are quite similar. Uncle Dave. Oh, I gotta tell you, Uncle Dave, he weren't that hot on this. Uncle Dave gave this 3.25. The match before this, you might remember, is regarded as one of the best SummerSlam matches ever. And Uncle Dave gave that 4.25. But this one gets 3.25. Brock Lesnar driving his shoulder into the midsection. And again, Brock doing Brock things. Again charging over, but no one home. Days, you have no idea how close we were to a thunderstorm. Thunderstorm. Days Meltzer. Women's Championship, Raw title and SmackDown, Asuka, Sasha Banks, Bayley. I think Asuka beats Bayley. I think she loses to Sasha. I think who she faces first is so important. Days, I want to see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens go back to NXT. Yeah, I agree. I think that'd be a good place for them. I think I think there should be one world champion, and I think that world champion should be able to go to NXT as well. Kind of use Raw or SmackDown and NXT as different territories, you know, like back in the day where you had different territories and the NWA champion would go around to the different territories. Treat Raw and SmackDown and NXT like that and have the one world champion come in and build up the fact that, guys, next week we have got, you know, the world champion come in. I'd have them go to maybe NXT UK as well. Like, rarely. But still. Do you know what I mean? They should have the freedom to go anywhere to any of the brands. And at the moment, there's 4 brands for them to go to. You could say 5 with 205 Live, but honestly, who cares? Right, here we go. Sharpshooter by The Rock. It's a very lean-looking Rock, isn't it? Brock selling this move, pain on his face. Yeah, The Rock really squeezing back on the big legs of Brock. Look how great Brock looks. He is an absolute freak, isn't he? It's only when you look at Brock here that you just go, man, there's no one like him. Who looks like Brock? Who looks like that? Who's coming through that looks like that? That can sell and wrestle. I mean, you could go and get a bodybuilder, but are they going to give you this? Paul Heyman jumping up on the edge of the ring. Rock has to break the hold. He's incensed. He grabs Heyman, pulls Heyman into the ring. Heyman flopping around all over the place. Rock looking for a rock bottom, but Brock smacks him from behind. There's Michael Cole announcing the other commentators. And here we have Ricardo Gonzalez announcing Funaki. And here is Funaki. Strikes coming in by Brock. Chair strike to the midsection. Days, you're rich. Can you just buy every American brand and then we could have a pro wrestling champion? It's a really good idea. That's right. I am. I haven't revealed it, but I am actually sitting on $1 billion. So even that wouldn't be enough, would it? Thinking about it. I don't know how much it would cost to buy. Would you have to buy Impact and AEW and NWA from Mr. Corgan and all of them? It would be cool, wouldn't it? Could you imagine if all of them agreed we're just going to have one world champion? It'll never happen. Never happen. Why would WWE ever agree to that? They wouldn't. It'll never happen. AEW might agree to it. They might allow their champion to go to NWA and allow their champ. Would they allow their champ to Impact? Probably not. It's not happening, guys. I've looked at the logistics and it's a logistical nightmare. Brock still grabbing around the waist of Rock and Paul Heyman outside. Look, he's telling him to squeeze a bit tighter. Come on. Paul Heyman, man. Awesome. How cool would it be if every wrestler's finisher was a full Nelson? That would save wrestling. Days, what match type would you like to bring back? I don't know, you know. I don't know if there's any match types that I necessarily miss. kind of feel like they could explore some new match types like the Fight Pit. I thought that was a great success. Lion's Den was good. We watched that the other day, didn't we? Lion's Den from SummerSlam 98. It was good, man. So I kind of feel like there's maybe a few things there they could explore. Brock still squeezing around the waist of Rock, doing the classic arm thing on the third one. Rock comes back to life, shouting away, getting up to his feet. Strikes to Lesnar. What superstar do you want to return? Well, it's hard to say anyone other than CM Punk, isn't it? But I would love AJ Lee as well. Big fan of AJ Lee. So everyone keeps shouting for CM Punk, but I'd pop just as much for AJ Lee. Days, my ideal potential Retribution members would be Ciampa, Carmella, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Rusev, Chad Gable, and Ricochet. Days, you just know the Thunderdome will be a match type. Right, Rock starting to come back into this, but he gets grabbed and driven back by Brock into the corner. Did man get hit by a truck? Looks brutal. Having Brock driving his shoulder into Rock, it looks absolutely brutal. There we go, look, Brock's telling Rock to get up, but the Rock comes out, big clothesline, Brock goes down. Big strikes coming in by the Rock. Brock getting driven back. Boom! Up over the top. To the outside goes Brock. Very cool. Does Sonya join the Straight Edge Society when she goes bald? Imagine AJ's music hitting and she comes skipping to the ring. Man. That's a Royal Rumble moment that has got to happen, but I just don't think it will. Rock is taking the monitors out of the commentary tables. He is clearing the announce table. The old school thick monitors as well that you have to pick up. They've got like an inbuilt handle. Paul Heyman pleading with The Rock. There's a sign in the crowd that says, "Bring back the Piper." Clothesline by The Rock on the outside. Brock goes down. Rock shining up that ring post nice so that he can slingshot Brock into it. I said before, it's so weird because say that's where the ring post is. The Rock slingshots Brock over here. So mid-air, Brock has to go and like... He has to, like, turn his body in midair to make sure that he hits the ring post. It does look strange. Rock bottom, Heyman. Through the announce table. Paul Heyman. Look at this. The Rock is dealing with everyone at ringside. Brock goes into the ring post. Heyman goes through the announce table. Rocky doing Rocky things. Days, fun fact, Paul Heyman officiates Corey Culkin wedding on eve of WrestleMania 34. Rock grabbing Brock, hurling him back into the ring. Is one of the SummerSlam matches just going to be how many announce tables you can break in an hour? I hope so. Crowd really, really getting into this. I mean, in fairness, they've been into it all match, but they're on their feet after those big spots. Rock seemingly looking for the rock bottom. Brock turns around. Here we go. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. Rock goes over. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Shoulder up. Scenes. That's good, man. It's a really good sequence. It's a really exciting sequence. Very good. Very good. Fight forever. And ever and ever. Oh, look at that. Can you smell? Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? Oh, but he gets caught by Brock. Days, I've heard that Chelsea Green's name floating around in regards to Retribution. Shoulder up by Rock. Yes. Days, Tessa has started to follow WWE on Twitter. Perhaps she's a really big fan of like Raw and SmackDown. Madden says, do you think Christian or Edge's music will play in Drew versus Randy and then it might distract Randy? Hey, that's a really good shout. I can't 100% say who's leaving as champion. I think it'll be Drew, but I think the rematch happens at Payback, and I think that Randy gets the belt there. Here we go, look, Brock getting up to his feet. Against the ropes. Up. Boom. Planted down. People's elbow time. The Rock takes off his elbow pad. We said as well when we did this watch along, it's so weird because the entranceway is to the right. And it's so weird because you're so used to the entranceway being on the left. The hard cam's on the wrong side. Oh, F5! F5! No! On his feet! Big strikes coming in by The Rock. Looking for a rock bottom, but a back elbow by Brock. Gets caught again. Reversed. Up on the shoulders. The Rock! F5! Boom! F5! Brock 1, 2, 3. We've got a new champion. Back in 2002. Undisputed champion. Days, Tessa's Instagram story has got a tease of Dijakovic. Perhaps she likes Dijakovic. I don't understand. Don't know. Randy might walk away with the title, but I do think Drew would win it further back down the line. 5 months it took him to win that belt. Madness! I do love that undisputed belt. It's one of my favourite belts. Looks great around his waist. SummerSlam can be a turning point for people. Randy Orton would go on to become the youngest champion. We're obviously not going to see that match because he beats Benoit. There's a lot to be said about experience. The Undertaker. I don't know what match we're seeing though. Undertaker Edge. Undertaker Edge. Ha ha! One of the all-time craziest matches. Hell in a Cell. Undertaker versus Edge. Hell in a Cell. I love these collections. They're so good. Love that set as well. It's a really cool set, isn't it? It's like the outside of a cinema. Or picture house, as you might call it. A moving picture house. I need to know what Meltzer Baby scored this. On the stage. SummerSlam 2008. To be, chance to be alive. 4.5 stars. 4.5 stars. This was a great match. You should make your own gaming channel. Oh, we just don't really get a chance, to be honest. I have never seen this match, so this is going to be cool. Wow, no way. This is a great match. It's a great collection, isn't it? I can hear Kia barking. Let me just see what she wants. Give me 1 second. I need to see if she's okay. Really glad I did that. It was really raining outside. Really, really raining outside. And she was out. I let her go outside at night if we're streaming. Everyone's in bed. And she loves it outside. She absolutely loves it out there. So whilst I'm streaming, just let her go outside. But I sat here and I just heard a bark. I was like, oh, I think she wants to come in. And then she barked again quite quickly after. It's like, something's not right. But it is absolutely tipping it down. She was drenched. So, yeah, I'm glad that I just had to... Apologies, I had to leave for a second, but I'm glad I did. She needed to come in. Okay, so we haven't missed anything anyway. I mean, that's just a really long edge entrance. And here comes the dead man. Flames shooting up. Hell in a cell. WWE put the title on Orton in 2004 when Brock left to try and erase him. Okay, well, the Undertaker is making his way down. Edge inside Hell in a Cell. This match gets 4.5 stars from the Meltzer Baby. The giant Meltzer Baby. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. There he is. The dead man. The Phenom. The Undertaker. It's cool, man. It is cool. I mean, Undertaker's just got one of the greatest ever entrances, hasn't he? What an entrance. From Death Valley. I was legit happy to hear about Kira. I missed hearing about her. Yeah, I mean, she's good. She's cool. She's fat. I can tell you that much. Fat. She gets fed too much, man. She's got to the point now where when it's dinner time, she'll go to her bowl and she'll have a look and it's got, like, you know, dog food in there. And we always give her chicken as well. She's, like, properly well looked after. But she's got to the point now where she'll look at it and she'll be like, well, no one's going to touch that. Let's see what they're eating. And she'll just come and go over to us. And she won't even touch her food. She won't even start eating her food till she's figured out how much of ours she can have. And I can't eat without giving the dog something. That's a weakness I've got. And she knows it. And she plays on it. Here we go anyway. Edge in the ring. Smile. A sick smile on his face. What a sick man. Harry, shout out to you, my friend. Days, can we get a Michael Cole party? You really want a Michael? The chat is so into Michael Cole. Celebrating 20 years, even though I don't know how long he's been commentating. I think that's fair. We can say 20 years. Fat dogs are cute. They're also fat. I tell you what, no wonder this is such a long collection. It takes them forever to get into the ring. So far, we've literally had 2 entrances. Look at this. Edge. Days, will you ever change your hat's colour? Oh, it's a big question. I do need to get some more hats, actually. My dog, Mitzi, won't stay outside when it's raining either. Yeah. She was desperate. Well, I don't want to say she was desperate to come in, but the fact that she barked twice so quick is very unusual. Normally she'll bark and then she'll just kind of wait. She's a very chilled dog, man. Very chilled. But the fact she barked and then barked quick was like, I really do need to come in. Like, this is serious. Yeah? Can you for once just be serious, please? I need to come in. I love his attire here, by the way. It's black, but look at the red logo on the side. It looks really striking. I think it looks really cool. It's nice. It's good look for The Undertaker. So, Undertaker, black attire with red on the side. Big boot, and Edge goes down. Big strike. Days, will you ever stream with a cap and not a beanie? No, I'm not that adventurous. There'd be uproar. People would start petitions to bring the beanie back. Bring the beanie back. I just don't need that aggro. Do you know what I mean? Over the top goes Edge to the outside. Straight over the top. The ropes are blue. Breaking news. This obviously is a SmackDown match. We've got a SmackDown referee in there. Gorge says, Days, what cinematic match do you want? I want a beach match. A beach match? I don't know. What do I want? I'd like one in a... If you could, I don't know, let's throw it out there. If you could book any cinematic match, what cinematic match would you book? Throw it in the chat. What are you feeling? A beach? Would people like a beach? We've kind of had a jungle, haven't we, with the swamp? That's the same as a jungle. I like the idea of an abandoned shopping centre. That would be cool. Imagine that, abandoned shopping centre. Or a shopping centre. I like the idea of a shopping centre. I don't know how you would do it, but... he's got Edge up against the side of the cell. I was going to say cage. At the end of 2020, we all shout Jumanji to get out of this hell yeah. My dog Mitzi is a little chunky as well. Chunky dogs for life. Edge went into those ring steps. Is down on the floor. A hotel match. That's a great idea. A hotel match. Oh, I like that. That's great. Well done, you. Well done. I'm really into that idea. A hotel match. It's really good. Backstage, look at that collection of oddities. People watching on. Chavo, Vicky. As Undertaker is dissecting. That's what he's doing. He's dissecting Edge at the moment. Undertaker completely in control. Completely in control. Undertaker with some ring steps in there. He's setting the ring steps up in the corner. What does the dead man have in mind? Is he going to hurl Edge into the ring steps? Bless me. Edge picked up on his shoulder, looking for Snake Eyes. Ah, I don't remember that spot. Why don't I remember that? And how did Edge survive it? Edge, man, just got snake-eyed into the top of the steps. That was crazy spot. But for some reason, he came back stronger. It must have woke him up. Perhaps he was having a nap or something. I don't know. I don't know what's just happened. Basement drop kick by Edge. Little spear as well. Baby spear. Little baby spear that was thrown in by Edge. Cheeky. I'm on a circus match. That would be cool. A roller coaster match. What is that? Where they... What? How do you do a roller coaster match? I don't even know how that's a thing. A school match is a great idea. Smackdown Hotel. Fight in a carnival. Yeah. Let's go back to the origins of wrestling with a circus and a carnival. That's where wrestling kind of really found itself. Made it sound like wrestling was a 17-year-old on a gap year. It was at the circus and a carnival where wrestling really found itself. Edge setting up a table on the outside. So Undertaker was sitting against those steps and he got speared. Edge using those steps, driving it into the Undertaker's head. Clothesline. So good. Taz says he's really impressed with what he's seeing from Edge. Edge believes in himself, and that's really important. You should always believe in yourself. Table set up outside the ring. Looking for a suplex. Edge looking under the ring, grabbing a chair. That chair just bent, man. Completely bent, that chair. It's really good. It's a really gripping match, isn't it? Undertaker down. Mall match. Maze match. A day's bathroom match. Edge getting in, setting up a table. We've had chairs, we've had tables, we've had loads of stuff in this. Undertaker down. Pace of this has slowed down a little bit, but it's not a problem. Undertaker's pain threshold is off the charts. Edge going back under the ring. First one to escape an abandoned house match, says Chalmers. A room full of dogs match. Central Park match. There we go, the Edge. Grabbing a ladder. Firing in some big strikes. Walloping Undertaker. I sent you a DM, something that might add to your watch-alongs this weekend. I will have to pin. I'll look at that tomorrow. I can't get to it because I have to use my phone to watch this. Undertaker crawling over. Ugh, chair shot by Edge. A match on football pitch match. Thank you though, C. I will have a look. If we get a chance, I'll try and have a look at it tomorrow. A restaurant match, that would be cool. Undertaker on top of this table. Big strikes coming in by Edge. Edge climbing up. So, Undertaker's on top of a table. Edge is on top of a ladder. Edge has got a chair. Crashes down. Driving that chair into the Undertaker. The Undertaker goes through the table. It's a really cool spot. It's a really cool spot. That was nice. That was nice. That driving down with that chair, putting Undertaker through the table. As we said, this is a highly rated match. Dave Meltzer scoring it highly as well. Days, I want a movie theater match or a cruise boat match. Or maybe a rooftop match. A pharmacist match. Why not? Weapons everywhere in this. Can you believe? I mean, how long have we been watching? 2 hours 16. We've got, what? Hour and 40 minutes? Not even that. Undertaker grabbing Edge by the throat. Edge firing in some shots. Edge against the ropes. Big strike and he goes down. I like the SummerSlam logo. It's all in like lowercase on the edge of the apron. Edge is on the edge of the ring. Edge on the edge. Edge is on the edge. Undertaker trying to use the ladder to climb up. I want a circus match with Doink versus The Fiend. Look at that. Look at that. Wound on the side of Edge. That looks nasty, man. Oh, man. Yeah, that's great, Josh. That's a really great idea. An underground subway train match. Imagine that. Fighting their way all down a carriage. That would be cool. I'd want, for that, I'd want someone that could really utilize, you know, like the poles and stuff. Like maybe, could you imagine Ray on that, running, grabbing the pole, 619 in the air? Imagine like Ray versus Ricochet on a subway train match. That would be cool. What about a beach match? Scaffolding match, yeah? That'd be good. Need Jim Cornette for that. I don't know if this is a bad idea, but how about a Fire Fiend Funhouse match? So basically, you decorate the Funhouse with Fiend colours to make his character even more creepy. Oh, into the ring post goes the dead man. They're fighting outside the ring now. Edge grabbing those steps. There's been tons of weapons used in this. Off the steps, drives into Undertaker as the side of the cell collapses. Look at that. The side of the cell collapses down. They actually burst through the cell. Blood coming down the arm of the Undertaker. That was epic. Spear. That's a great moment, man. We need a Kaiju big battle stream. An aeroplane match. Well, they had one of them pretty much, didn't they? Plane ride from hell. Strikes come in, back and forth. Chalmers says this is a great match already. Nightmare's mom says, scenes, 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 scenes. That is what we've got right here. Look at Lillian Garcia. She's right up against the barricade. She's fearing for her life. So she should. Face first. Edge gets his head bounced off the announce table. So they are outside of the cell right now. Into the barricade goes Edge. Edge goes down. Days, what about a middle of the ocean or top of a building Royal Rumble? Yeah, they kind of did that with Money in the Bank, didn't they? I mean, I know it wasn't a Royal Rumble, but that was at the top of the headquarters. But yeah, it's a good idea. Disneyland match. Alexa Bliss would love that. Edge with the monitor. Using the monitor. Smacking the dead man. Boom. I think we've probably got, what, 2 more matches after this, my guess? I feel like, I don't know what they are. I know that Daniel Bryan, John Cena is maybe the next one. And then I've got a feeling that it's Brock, Samoa Joe, Roman, and Braun. Do you remember that fatal 4-way? Undertaker and Edge go through another announce table. That was cool. John Morrison versus Ricochet in an abandoned Subway match. There's my auntie and uncle have scaffolding surrounding their house. We kept teasing that we were going to make a match. Got to be careful, man. It's no joke. Ask Jim Cornette how much fun scaffolding matches are. Huge spear by Edge, running along the announce tables, driving Undertaker through. That one at the end. Undertaker already cut open and bleeding. Managing to just sit up. Didn't we recently watch Cena, Bryan? We did, yeah, we did. There's 3 matches in this compilation that we've seen recently. And that's the final one. So we never saw this, and we never saw that fatal 4-way from 2017. Great, though. They're showing a replay again of Edge doing that spear. It's really cool. SmackDown Tag Team Champions Cesaro and Shinsuke defending against Gran Metalik and Lindsay tomorrow, says Adam. What about a coach match or a sewer match? Big bombs coming in by Undertaker. They are just standing and banging at the moment. Someone with the worst Undertaker chant I've ever heard. Undertaker. People are on their feet. The commentators are going wild. And all you can hear is Undertaker. Undertaker getting back inside the ringside area. Brilliant. JR says this match is unexplainable. Edge with a ladder driving it into the face of The Undertaker. What about a haunted hospital match? Oh, that'd be good for The Fiend, wouldn't it? 2K Battleground is now available for pre-order. Bathroom match, first one down the toilet. I could see King Corbin being in that. Edge going under the ring and he's grabbing a camera. Why is that camera not being used? Big questions. He's already broken it. Boom! Right in the face. Undertaker goes down. Gets smacked in the face with a camera. Edge crawling over. Going for the pin. 2. Oh, shoulder up by the dead man. Really, really good, man. Really, really good match. An airport match. Edge back in the corner. Edge very much in control of this at the moment. He's down in the corner. He's looking for another spear. Undertaker catches him though. Choke slam. Huge choke slam. Huge. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Adam says AEW Dynamite on Saturday. Yes. It was a huge choke slam. The Demon of Death Valley grabbing Edge by the hair. Oh, low blow by Edge. Low blow. Undertaker goes down. It's back and forth as you would expect. It's really good. It's been a long time since I've seen this. Long time. Edge getting up to his feet, grabbing Undertaker. Ugh. Impaler. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Undertaker. Days, what about the first one to do a perfect Funaki? Michael Cole, R. Jerry Lawler, or a by God impression? Is that a cinematic match? I'm going to say that it's not a cinematic match. Strikes to the midsection by Undertaker. Kicks to the body. Undertaker looking for last ride. He's looking out the ring. I like that camera shot. Undertaker saw the table outside the ring. He turns Edge around. He's going to look to pick him up. Oh, but Edge lands on his feet against the rope. Spear! Spear by Edge. 1, 2. Oh, kick out by the dead man. The Realist YT says a 2 out of 3 falls match for tag titles, and each section of the match has one member of each team, and it's circled through until every member has fought. Whoever has pinned the most opponents wins. Again, though, is that a cinematic match? 2 out of 3 falls tag team. Each section of the match has one member. I feel like, it's a really good idea. I think you could just do that match anyway. Days, do you think that there is any match forgotten from this list? I think every match has been mentioned that can ever be made. Big strikes coming in by Edge. Undertaker has got Edge, though. Ugh. Last ride. 1, 2. Can't be enough. No, shoulder up. A fishing boat match. There should be a sewer match where they wrestle in a sewer. Great, great moment there where Undertaker hits the last ride. Undertaker dragging the ring steps. Trying to drop him down to the side. What's he going for? I want a fatal 4-way Iron Man match. Oh, that's a good idea. Where is AJ Cena? Didn't get included for some reason. Same as Triple H, Shawn. Undertaker has got Edge on top of the ring steps. Edge managing to reverse it. Slams Undertaker down. A street fight on an actual street. That would be cool. An asylum match, says Bryce. An electric floor match. If you get out the ring, you get shocked. Why aren't you guys booking for WWE? I feel like a lot of these, they don't have to be cinematic. Like, a lot of these, I think they could just do. 1, 2. Although, that would be moody for the cameramen. The electric floor match would be very moody for them. All the cameras would be like... You wouldn't be able to see the action. As all the cameramen are getting shocked. We are still carrying on with this. Days, what about the first person to do a man from the Midlands sitting in the middle of a camera while shouting W? Again, though, is that cinematic? I'm leaning towards no. Edge working on the arm of The Undertaker. Going over to the corner. Edge climbing up. He's in a dangerous position. Got caught. Undertaker went against the ropes. Edge comes crashing down. There's tables set up outside the ring. That's got to interest the dead man. Nice uppercut. Undertaker looking in the ring. Climbing up. But he hurls him the other way. That was cool. Undertaker looked behind him. Grabbed Edge. Looked like he was going to throw him that way. Instead, hurls him into the tables that were set up over there. Man, look at the destruction. Look at the absolute carnage. They've broken the cell. They've broken loads of tables. Ring steps will never be the same again. They're going to need therapy. There's broken chairs. Oh, look at that. It's brilliant. An arcade match. What about a chocolate factory match? Well, be nice, wouldn't it? Undertaker with a spear. We have got 1 hour 20. 1 hour 20 left. Undertaker's got the camera. He's going to look to smash Edge with that camera. And he does. And the camera breaks. Oh, that's a great line. That's a great line. JR says that was HD. Human devastation. It's a great, well done, JR. To think of that off the... I wonder if he did think of that off the top of his head. Concerto. Undertaker with a concerto. And there's blood coming down the back of Edge. Undertaker grabbing Edge. Scoops up. Tombstone. That's got to be it. Concerto. Into a tombstone. Done. Undertaker wins. Brilliant match. Baby Chiseled. Shout out to you, dude. The Undertaker. Really good match. Really, really good match. Felt like it went quite long. But in all fairness, you're going to get that. This was a key match from this SummerSlam, and it probably needed that amount of time. People backstage. Vicky Guerrero applaud him. Taker wins a White House match. I think that's happening in November, isn't it? Trump versus Biden. First blood. That's how they should decide it. Let's not bother with an election. Let's do Trump-Biden first blood. Undertaker stumbling his way. Do, 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 do. Fire station match. You win by stealing the fire truck and then squirting water on your opponent. It's cool, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that entranceway. Undertaker, for some reason, not happy that Edge is still moving. Undertaker going back. Can see that his work is not done. Setting up a ladder. I do love that, though. I love the fact that he was walking away and he saw on the Titantron Edge moving. And the look on his face when he turned around. He's got him up. Last ride. Edge, though, goes onto a ladder. What is Undertaker doing? Edge is out of it. He's on a ladder. Undertaker going back to grab another ladder. A Mexico match with Sin Cara and Eddie Guerrero. What about barbed wire as ropes? Turnbuckles were glass like CZW. Oh, wait, it's happened then? Referee getting knocked out of the way. He's going to chokeslam. Off the top of a ladder. Undertaker looking at Edge. Grabbing him by the throat. Now you're going to hell. And look at this, we've got little video clips. Children laughing. This is cool, isn't it? They could do this for The Fiend. It's cool. It's kind of like a live cinematic thing they're doing. They're cutting it in with video clips. He says, now you're going to hell. Up and down through the ring. Edge gets driven through the ring. The ring implodes. As we see imagery and images. Undertaker says, now you're going to hell. Brilliant. Brilliant. They could really do something like that with The Fiend. OMG, says Chalmers. Sonny Wolf says, damn. John was like, that was cool. Oh, look at the fire. Fire's coming out of it. And that's why we never saw Edge ever again. He has sent Edge to hell. Look at the flames. That was cool. Speaking of legends, right, we're moving forward. I think the children laughing was a hint to The Fiend coming to WWE. Yeah, all the way back in 2008, they were teasing the arrival of The Fiend in 2019. They were like, in 11 years, you are going to get a character that's going to have a little bit of something to do with children. Not much, just a little something. Right, here we go. John Cena versus Danielle Bryan. We are running out of time. 2 matches to go. The game. Triple H. Time to play the game. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why Edge came back 9 years later with a beard. An eco-friendly match. Greta Thunberg against Daniel Bryan. A jail match. If you lose, you go to jail. They did that at SummerSlam. SummerSlam 91. Big Boss Man against the Mountie. And loser had to go to jail. Say X if you can hear me. I can't hear you. I can see your comment. There's a strap match, but instead of strap, it's barbed wire. And also the ropes are barbed wire. JS17, why don't we just have everything barbed wire? We'll have the ring made of barbed wire. We'll have the ring post made of barbed wire. We'll have the referee made of barbed wire. Just everything. The audience made of barbed wire. If we're having a barbed wire match, let's do it properly. Just the other day, we watched this, so it is a little bit strange, but still. Daniel Bryan. There's a kid with a Daniel Bryan beard. I don't think he grew it himself. I'm not sure. I haven't asked him. Dave's random question. What is a forgotten wrestling weapon that you want to see come back? What did Mr. Fuji used to throw? Salt. Was it salt? I can't remember what he used to throw. He used to throw like white stuff. Cocaine. I'm not sure. Cocaine. That's a wrestling weapon. The steroids. I don't know. What do you think? What weapons were there that we don't have now? A snake. There we go. A snake. Right. Daniel Bryan has made his way down. Daniel and John, this was such a good match. Oh yeah, it is good. It is fun. Here comes CC. John CC. John Cena sucks. If you are watching and you're not subscribed, think about it. Think about joining us. We're back tomorrow for a massive Smackdown. Huge Smackdown. And we are back on Saturday for boxing and UFC. We're back on Sunday for SummerSlam. Monday for Raw. We've got so much coming up. Things happening everywhere all the time. That should be the motto of the channel. Things happening everywhere all the time. Don't really see chains anymore. Daisy, are you growing a mullet? Yes. They're back on trend. Did you not hear? Mullets are so cool. I am going to beat Asuka at SummerSlam, says Bailey. I don't know if I want you to. I really like Asuka. She's my favourite. But I really do love Bailey's heel turn. So it's going to be a very emotional match for me. But I think I am rooting for Asuka, I'm afraid. Sorry, Bailey. I'll subscribe if you can defeat me in the Thunderdome. Let's just say I can. How about that? We don't need to go through the bother of actually doing it. A world match. You win when you go around the world. Eric says, we want cocaine back. It's about time someone was brave enough to tweet that. Right, John Cena against Daniel Bryan in a match that we did see not that long ago. We have got 1 hour and 9 minutes left of this stream. We would normally be wrapping up about now. But this SummerSlam Best of is just, it's cheeky, you know. It's cheeky. It's just that little bit longer than what we usually enjoy. That's all right. I think it's been pretty good. I think we've seen some incredible action. I think the TLC is my favourite match we've seen, but that last one was very, very good. And we already know this is a great match. I wonder what NXT will ball Cole's height as now. Days, I tweeted you. Thank you. Days, imagine that there's a Michael Cole return match and it's against Funaki. Well, I know for a fact you would love that, JS17. That is right up your street. Days, I'm about to start my own YouTube channel. I'm going to call it the High Flyer or High Flying Figs. Which one do you prefer? If it's all about figures, I would go High Flying Figs. If it's not, then I would go High Flyer. High Flying Figs sounds cool, but only if you're a figure-based channel. Right, here we go anyway. We're underway with, I'm going to call this the co-main event. I'm sure we've only one more match after this. This is Cena versus Daniel Bryan, and he is he is wrestling with a torn tricep. We've shown the image before where he's got a massive swelling on his elbow during this match. I think I deleted it, otherwise I would show it again. But I'm pretty sure as soon as I showed it the other day, I deleted it. Most of you would have been on that stream anyway, so. Nice bridge by Daniel. John trying to break that bridge. But he can't do it. Daniel gets up, slingshots John over. Daniel trying to take Cena down. Cena rolls out of the ring. John Cena's elbow looked well nasty under that elbow pad. That is why it was wrapped before having surgery. My weapon is a chainsaw, nunchucks, and Mick Foley's baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Daniel Bryan looking quite comfortable in the ring as Cena steps back into the ring. Days, what would you do if you was in WWE? I would panic. I'm fully focused on making figure content. I love them so much, but I'm also making wrestling videos here and there. Well, I would go with High Flying Figs then. If it's going to be more figure focused, I think that sounds like a better name. Okay, the two are... Daniel's got taken down. That's what he's got. John Cena in control. Nice headlock. Against the ropes goes Cena. Up over the top of Daniel. Daniel goes down. Cena rolls over. This obviously the main event of SummerSlam 2013. Daniel Bryan against John Cena for the WWE Championship. Nice. Backslide. Backslide. Kick out by Cena. Nice. Great work. Can you imagine how much fun the WWE superstars are going to have with people at home? Like Bayley in particular, I can see having a lot of fun with people at home. Do you know what I mean? Like going up to the screens and laughing at people or mocking them in some way. I can see them doing quite a few things using the Thunderdome. Up over the top. Daniel on the outside. Cena charging over. Daniel goes crashing into the commentary table. Into the announce table. How is Daniel and Chris and the other stars you stole from WWE? There's obviously Funaki versus Cole is my dream match. But if I had to say my other one, it's obviously Primo versus Kozlov. If you didn't guess, then there's something wrong now. I thought it would be. I wasn't sure if it'd be Primo or Epico, but Primo makes sense. Into the ring steps goes John Cena. Do you think I should join WWE? Yes. Who signed up for the Thunderdome, asks Bryce. Wow, a lot of people saying yes right now. A lot of people are saying yes, so it seems like about 20,000 right there. Here we go. Look, Daniel Bryan's got Cena on the ring steps looking for a suplex. Reversed. It's Cena that suplexes Daniel. We're on the outside of the ring. There's Retribution. General Snotty Nutty, shout out to you. Hello, Seth freaking Rollins. Hope you are well. We are 2 hours, 50 minutes into this. We got 2 matches left. Well, one more after this. And actually, the next match, that's probably what I'm most looking forward to, because we watched this one the other day, but it's not a bad match. Well, it's a very good match, actually. A very, very good match. But the next one's going to be really fun. Carson, shout out to you, my friend. IQ Bal, shout out to you. Do your family and friends call you Days because they're so used to it? I don't talk to anyone. I won't allow anyone to talk to me. Did you register for the Thunderdome? I couldn't, unfortunately, because you can't stream at the same time, and also WWE wanted exclusive rights to the footage, so I can't do that because, of course, we're streaming on YouTube at the same time. Plus, I'm not sure how much they would appreciate it, having someone on screen chatting away, laughing, and, you know what I mean, doing whatever. Because obviously I'd have to be doing that whilst we're doing the watch along. Big sit down powerbomb. 1, 2, shoulder up by Daniel. The realist YT. Thank you, my friend. Shout out to you. What? Carson, what is that emoji? What is that emoji? It looks like 2 people pushing their bums together. Is that what it is? Is it 2 bums kissing? Is that, or have I just got like a problem? What is that emoji? It really does look, Carson, like it is 2 people pulling down their pants and getting their bums to kiss. This stream has taken a wild turn. A wild turn. Big forearm strikes coming in by Daniel Bryan, driving John Cena back into the corner. Big boots coming in by Daniel. Cena slumped in the corner. Triple H having a word. But Cena charging forward, knee to the midsection. Up top, up over the top. Goes Daniel, against the ropes, duck underneath. Big clothesline. Down goes Cena. Daniel's feeling it. Daniel getting fired up right now. It's 2 elbows. It's like fist bumping, but they're not elbows. How are they elbows? No way are they elbows. I gotta say, it's so small that I can't quite see, but it really does look like it's 2 people pulling down their trousers. Are you sure? Monica, are you sure? Look at this. This emoji is setting the world on fire. Why haven't we got Seth Cena, or am I missing something? No, you're not missing anything. Or maybe you're missing everything. Daniel dragging Cena down. Cena taking the legs away from Daniel, grabbing Daniel's leg. Daniel kicks out. Cena gets driven back. Clothesline attempt by Daniel. Gets picked up. Planted. Cena gonna go for the old you can't see me. The 5-knuckle shuffle. Connects. Lovely. IQBAL, shout out to you, dude. They are days. They are days. Huh? Are you saying that 2 bums kissing is basically the same as me? Is that what you're saying, Eric? Because that's rude. Big boot by Daniel. Here we go. Daniel going. At top, Cena down. missile drop kick. Cena goes down. Daniel going for the pin. 2. Oh, shoulder up. Thank you, IQ Bal. Iqbal. Is it Iqbal? Is it Iqbal or is it IQ Bal? I don't know. I just don't know. I've got a big brain. Days, have you got a big brain? What do you think? What do you think? Cena is looking super sad, guys. There's no two ways about it. He's got a swelling right by his eye as well. It's a really dark time in John Cena's world. He's got torn tricep, bandaged up elbow, bruising on his face, and he's currently getting battered by Daniel Bryan. Another kick coming in. Not only is Primo Kozlov or Cole versus Funaki my dream matches, but they would be for the 24/7 title in a barbed wire match. That makes sense. I could have guessed that's the way you would want to have gone. Right, we are literally under 4 minutes away from having done 3 hours of this. We are within the final hour now. Dace, do you fancy having a feud? Nah, I'm tired. Thanks, though. Thanks for asking. I think it's always a really nice way of starting a feud by asking the other person, would you like one? Would you like to have a feud? Excuse me, noisy neighbour, would you like to have a feud? Cena. Nice. Drop toe hold, grabbing the leg. Daniel kicking back like a mule, like a horse, like an aggravated donkey. Going for the yes lock. STF. Daniel Bryan has got an STF on John Cena, and that is John Cena's move. And I bet he didn't even ask permission. Days, how do you watch AEW pay-per-views? They are on Fight TV. I don't know how you watch them in America. Days, do you want a chicken salad? And Days, can I have this? But chat can chat. Here's cookies. What? Daniel holding on to Cena. Going for a German. Bridging for the pin. Holding on. Looking for another German. But Cena breaking out of it. He's got Daniel up on his shoulders, but Daniel gets John Cena down. There's the yes lock. We need a drama sticker. Love you too. Match of the night, says Meadow Soprano. What? This is match of the night. It's a very good match. It's a very, very good match. I do love this match. I love how it fits into the build towards WrestleMania 30. It's just such good storytelling. Long-term storytelling as well. It's really good. Can't believe it was 7 years ago. Oh, that's actually really depressing. When you stop and think about it, that's actually really depressing. 7 years ago this was. Cena down. Lovely submission move here that Daniel has got applied. It's like a guillotine. Days, can you show Team Bella versus PCB versus Team Bad from SummerSlam? I would love to, but it's not on the bet. For some reason, they haven't included that on the Best of SummerSlam. Honestly, get writing. I think you should send in some very angry postcards to Vincent Kennedy McMahon, asking some big questions as to why that absolute classic was not included on the Best of SummerSlam. He's still got this guillotine applied. Days not only would allow Barbed Wire happen in the main event so that everyone would watch. Makes sense. Shout out from India. Oh, amazing. Shout out to you, dude. Hang on, let me do it right. Long term storytelling. There we go. Days, will you join WWE with me? No. Up on the shoulders. Boom! AA! Cena! 2! Oh! Daniel kicks out. He kicks out. He gets that shoulder up. Few little yes chants break out. Those yes chants are growing louder. Look at Cena. I've got to say, next to no lag. I had a little bit of lag earlier during SummerSlam 92 with the Bret Hart Bulldog match. But since then, no lag. Quite a few of these shows recently, there's been awful lag. It's been awful. Like, constantly, every, 5 minutes, you get the circle. But I haven't had any of that. So I don't know if they've changed anything, fixed anything, improved anything. Is Brie versus Steph considered one of the best? No. It's certainly considered significant. What did Meltzer score that? Should we have a look? SummerSlam 2014. Cena gets caught by Daniel. Steph versus Brie. 2.5 stars. 2.5 stars. Superplex by Daniel. Bryan is upside down. Hulking up. Yesing up. Is yesing up. I love that. I love that moment. That is such a great moment. Steph versus Brie, 2.5 stars. The match straight after is Roman versus Randy Orton, 4 stars. And the match after that, Brock versus Cena, 4.25. Daniel up top is going to look for that flying headbutt. Boom! Connects! Connects! 1, 2. Kick out. Kick out by John. John kicks out and he rolls out the ring. What do you think Randy versus Drew, SummerSlam winner, Shawn Michaels or Ric Flair interfere? Please pick my question. What do you think Randy versus Drew, who's going to win? I think Drew could retain and then he'll go to Payback and lose the title there. Do I think Shawn or Ric Flair will interfere? I think there will be some outside interference, yes. I think more likely Ric Flair. I think Shawn was just a moment to bump ratings. I'm not expecting to see him. Your question has officially been picked. When Vince dies, I should run WWE. I will do better with stories, says Gorge Mogul. Cena. 1, 2. Shoulder up. Look at his face. He's so sad. 4.25 stars for a 16-minute squash. That was a good squash, though, wasn't it? It's a good squash. I don't think we were expecting it to be like that. Meadow Soprano says, roses... This is going to be beautiful, guys. Roses are red. Violets are blue. John falls out of a plane and he still kicks out at 2. Yes! 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 I gotta be honest, I was a bit concerned when I got to the John falls out of a plane bit. But, the rest of it was alright. The rest of it was still PG. We're very PG here. We will not venture into TV-14. No, thank you. Elbows coming in by Daniel to the side of the head. Oh, again, it's a bad day at work, innit? John Cena's getting repeatedly elbowed in the side of the head. And 20,000 people are chanting yes every single time the strikes land. Could probably get a better hobby. There we go. Look, I thought he was going to go for a Styles clash, but of course he doesn't. AJ doesn't join for another 3 years. 2.5. Cena. He's got the STF on. Who else wants a face fiend and a heel Braun? Roses are red, violets are blue, Daisy's hat is grey, and so are you. Cena has still managed to get this hold locked in. Daniel in trouble, guys. Daniel is in trouble. You can watch AEW pay-per-views on Bleacher Report or Fight TV. Daniel trying to reverse this hold, and he does reverse it. Tampa Bay Lightning. We are definitely getting towards the end of this match. Cena gets over to the ropes. 46 minutes left. Thank you for making these streams. Thank you for joining these streams, Harry. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Sasha wins. And Asuka sucks too. I can't believe I read that one. I should have checked it first. I just don't even know how anyone can type those things. It's when I see comments like that that it really shows me how much negativity there is in the world. How much hatred there is in the world. Because Asuka definitely does not suck. I am an Asuka stan. I run 20 different Asuka stan accounts on Twitter. Yeah? Basically all of them are me. And I was just about to start a Kabuki Warriors one as well. And then what happened with Kyrie happened and I couldn't believe it. And I cried for a week. In fact, I'm still crying. Why is Retribution even a thing? They're like little kids on Halloween. I know. Days, who is your favourite wrestler of all time? Also, I was very sad to hear about Kamala. Favourite wrestler, I'd probably have to go with Undertaker or Shawn. And yeah, Kamala was that was a rough one, wasn't it? Yeah, I mean it's always bad when you lose a legend, but God, I loved Kamala. I really loved Kamala. Big strikes to the midsection by Cena. These two trading blows back and forth. Ah! They kind of collided into each other. CC is down. Physically and emotionally. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Asuka will win and sing Honey Boo Boo. Isn't that a girl? Isn't that a girl that... What's Honey Boo Boo? I don't even know what it is. I feel like it's a girl. Cena just said something to Daniel. I think he said, I love you. Someone in the crowd's got a sign that says hashtag Cena tapped. There's a sign in the crowd that's dobbing on John. Here we go. They are both supporting each other back up to their feet. And now we're at the part of the match where it's a slap fest. Welcome to Slapfest. My favourite legends are China, Eddie Guerrero, and D-Generation X. Look at these. They are firing each other up, man. Daniel unloading on Cena, firing in some big kicks. What I loved about this is people were desperate. They were desperate for Daniel to get to the mountaintop, and being in this match and beating Cena, that's what it represented. And the thing was, if Daniel didn't do well here, you really felt that this was it. It really felt like this was his one shot, you know? They did so well with this story. Roses are red, violets are blue, and we all know that Vladimir Kozlov is better than you. He is. Slapfest. It is. It's Slapfest 2013. Here we go, Daniel going up top. I can't remember how far from the finish this is. Ah, he got caught. He got caught by Cena. Cena said he's talking to us. He's talking to me. He's told me it's over, guys. Cena's going to win this match. He just looked down the camera and said it's over. But he couldn't get it. Misses with a kick. Hits with that one. Cena goes down. Daniel goes back to the corner. Is it now, guys? Is it now? Is this the moment? Is this where all the stars are going to align? Daniel has started giving the yes chant. Flying knee, running knee connects. 1, 2, 3. Ah! He's done it. I can't believe it. And new. He's done it, guys. This is the greatest moment in the history of sport. The dream of a lifetime. Fear the beard. Triple H, look, he is such a good friend to Daniel, isn't he, Triple H? He is such a good friend. Look, he's so happy for him. He's like, well done, mate. You've done it, bud. You're the best. Look, and Triple H is like, look, John, it's a 3. Stop swearing at me. I'm telling you, John. I know how to count to 3. I've done it for so many years. I've been doing it for at least the past 5 years all by myself. I know how to do it. And John spins Daniel around. Oh, it's unbelievable. Look, and Triple H again is saying, look, John, it's definitely a 3. I used to struggle with it. I used to get mixed up because I thought that there was a 5 in there, but it isn't. It does go 1, 2, 3. And I know how to count that. Steph taught me the other day. But he shakes hands. Cena shakes hands. He shakes hands. It's a wonderful moment. And he shakes Triple H's hand as well. And Cena says it happened. And I think he's talking about the fact that Triple H can count to 3. It happened. We were here. Look, Daniel, how amazing. Look, he did it. 1, 2, 3. Well done, Triple H. And everyone's saying yes. They're all chanting yes because Triple H did it. This is Triple H's moment right here. Everyone's celebrating. There's yes signs. They're shaking hands again. Triple H. Success. And there's confetti coming down. Confetti is coming down. Streamers are coming down because Triple H successfully counted to 3. Yes, yes, yes. The confetti is raining. The crowd are beside themselves. Daniel can't believe it. Daniel looks down at the camera. He's like, Mom, Dad, have you seen what Triple H has just done? Yes, yes, there's fireworks and pyro and confetti. It's unbelievable scenes. Oh, this is such a big moment for him. As we said, you know, apparently for 5 years he'd been doing it in private. He double-checked with Steph the other day. She confirmed that he'd got it in the right order. You know, for a long time he was chucking a 5 in there. A few times he'd do 1, 3, 2, and that's just not right. Randy Orton's coming out. His fellow Evolution member is coming down to celebrate. He looks very focused. He can't believe what he's seen. Can't believe it. But for some reason, Daniel's not letting him get in the ring to celebrate, which is that's rude when you think about it. I'm seeing this whole moment with fresh eyes right now. Randy Orton wanted to come down and celebrate with Triple H. It was a big moment for the game. And Daniel is standing in the ring and he's like, no, you can't. You can't. I'm celebrating with Triple H. We can't both celebrate with Triple H. And look at this. Oh, no, actually, Daniel's like, come on. But now Randy's like, no, you stopped me. And now he's walking away. And that's such a shame. That's such a shame. I don't see why they both can't celebrate. And now he's rubbing it in. Now Daniel Bryan is like, yes, yes. Look, he's celebrating. And Randy's like, oh, I wanted to do that. Oh, I'm seeing Daniel Bryan. And look, Triple H has turned. Triple H is like, why wouldn't you let my friend come in? Boom. Plants Daniel Bryan. Now Randy Orton's coming down. He deserved that. Oh, he deserved that. Only wanted to celebrate with him because he managed to count to 3. And he's gone, look, you did so well. Here's my briefcase. And look at the smile on the game's face. He's like, I've always wanted this briefcase. I love the red one. And he's giving it to that person. He says, can you just keep it safe? And actually, they're going to have a quick little match. Because Daniel was so rude. 1, 2, 3. He deserves that. He deserves that. Look, they've just given Triple H another opportunity to count to 3 again. He is so good at it now. No hesitating. 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's so good. He's got that down. And what a great ending. So Triple H gets to count to 3 twice. Big moment. Crowd love it. Randy does get chance to celebrate with Triple H. And the bad man, Daniel Bryan, gets beaten. Justice. Absolute justice. Love it. Love it. Even Triple H in the corner, clapping away. He loves what he's seen. Randy Orton holding up that championship. Right, we're done with this. How long have we got now? We have got 35 minutes, my friends. 35 minutes. And we are jumping forward a few years. Pedigree. Boom. Deserved it. Here's this case you've always wanted. For me! Yeah, I want you to have it. Thank you. Look at the smile on his face. Keep this safe for me. It is going to be good. Garge, shout out to you, dude. The Montreal Screwjob, 97. And now the SummerSlam Screwjob, 2013. I've just told you what you've witnessed, Jerry Lawler. We're not done yet. No, one more match. The main event of this Best of collection. One more match to go. It was great. That was a great match. And we've not watched this one. This is going to be a good way to end this collection. We're not done yet. We're not done yet. Jennifer, shout out to you. No worries, dude. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, where they sneak over 3 hours, I do understand they go a little bit long. These turn into a marathon then. I always like ones that are like 2 hours 40, something like that. But the Best of SummerSlam, I couldn't ignore it, you know. I couldn't ignore it. Right, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joseph. Look at all of those names. I remember this being a really good match. We'll see what Dave Meltzer scored it in a sec. Roses are red, violets are blue. Michael Cole and Funaki are the cutest. Very good. You might be remembered for that rhyme. I should imagine they'll put it on your tombstone. What was I doing? Here's me jibber-jabbering away. And I'm like, what am I even doing? I'm looking for Dave Meltzer's score, aren't I? There we go. Samoa Joseph making his way down. Right. Oh, but I love his music. I love Samoa Joe's music. I wish he would come back. Why won't he come back? Why doesn't he love us? $4.75. 4.75. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joseph versus Braun Strongman versus Brock Lesnar. Amazing. 4.75. Sick. Bum bum bum. But dun dun dun. Here comes the big dog. This is a long ass stream. We've even seen asses kissing. This should have been The Fiend versus Balor. This match sucks. Got 4.75? How can you say that? How can you say that? I mean, you can say that because you're entitled to your own opinion. General Snotty Notty says it was really good. Here's Roman. Forgot what he looks like. Roses are red, violets are blue. Askus. I'm just making up my own words. Asuka is gorgeous. Ooh, she's gorgeous. And so are you. Thank you. Thank you. This match is highly overrated. Well, brilliant. What a wonderful way to end this marathon SummerSlam best of by everyone going, oh, I don't like this. This match is boring. You got 4.75 and it's got Samoa Joseph and JoJo and graffiti. Look at the graffiti. Retribution have been there, guys. Retribution. The ring posts are made out of bricks. There's an old woman that was like, yeah. She was loving it in the crowd. Asuka is a sweetheart. She is a sweetheart. She's a little cutie pie. Chalmers says, Meltzer score things weird. John says, I love this match days. Shout out to you, John. That's the kind of positivity we need right now. That's exactly the kind of positivity we need. Days, it's Samosa Joe versus Ramon Regans versus Brains Strongman versus Bort Laser. There we go. To Vince, this was a 6-star match, says Austin. Come on, guys, we're letting Days down, says William. Yeah, chat. Pull yourselves together. Right, there we go. We've got 3 competitors in the ring. We're just waiting for number 4. And here he comes. Paul Heyman. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Red Universal. Anyone else miss the red Universal? I think I do, you know. When they turned it blue, I think I said I prefer it blue. Having had time to look at it now, I think the red's better. Blues, I don't, I'm not feeling the blue. Samoa Joe, Joe, and Joe are all in the ring at the same time. That's true. Days, NXT could move to Tuesday. Cool. This is going to be so good, says Monica. Scenes. It's going to be good because we've got a red Universal belt. Now. Look at the size of them, man. They're all absolute monsters. It is a land of monsters there. Brock, Braun, Samoa Joe. Roman Reigns. The chat is pulling together, says Chalmers. I miss seeing Brock. He needs to come out of hibernation. Dude, them sheep aren't shearing themselves. Do you know what I mean? Big Stuff versus Roadrunner versus Boring Loopy versus Sloppy Joe. Next, from Pensacola, Florida. Just thinking about that. Why do they always go like Roman Reigns? Why don't they just go Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman? Are we ready, everyone? Okay, let's fight. Defending, disputed, Brock Lesnar. If it was me, I'd be like Brock Lesnar, Braun Strowman, Samoa Joseph. I'm only joking. Samoa Joe and what's this one called? Who haven't I named? Who didn't I name? Let's start again. Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joseph. I'm still only joking. And Roman Reigns. Is it Roman? You're Roman. You're Roman now. Get over it. There we go. Ding, ding. I do the noise. Ding, ding. Right, we're underway. Brock Lesnar driving his shoulder into Samoa Joe. Roman goes outside the ring. Joe. Oh, belly to belly. Belly to belly by Brock and Samoa Joe. Braun gets thrown into the ring post. Days, I can't wait to see my actual favourite Fatal 5-Way barbed wire match. You love barbed wire, don't you? I think you got a problem. Roman on the edge of the ring. We've been waiting for this, guys, for a long, long time. Long, long time. Goes for a clothesline. German. Roman gets Germaned by Brock. Samoa Joe. Oh, German to Samoa Joe as well. Samoa Joe gets Germaned. Here's Braun. Here's Braun. Yeah, good luck. Good luck, mate. Trying to German this guy. Roman slides in like Jake the Snake. And we've got all 4 people in the ring right now. We haven't seen this match. It's good. Juggernauts. Here we go. Braun, Brock, face to face. Smile on the face. Do you remember when they really threw real shots at each other? Two locking up. They're going at it, guys. They're going at it. Lesnar goes up over the top to the outside. You can't see me. Hello, John. Braun charging over, goes into the ring post. Coquina clutch by Samoa Joe. Oh, massive spear by Roman. Massive spear. Brock goes through the barricade. Wow. Scenes, guys. Ah, Roman gets driven onto the announce table. Have you seen the suit that Byron's wearing? Byron is wearing the brightest blue suit. Strowman, it's carnage everywhere. It is carnage everywhere. Everywhere I'm looking is carnage. I hope Braun Strowman uses Saxton as a weapon. He's got an orange shirt on as well. It's very distracting. Braun down, grabbing Brock. He's got Brock up on his shoulder. Yeah, look at this. Brock is getting planted on top of an announce table. You just don't see that. Brock Lesnar was on the shoulder. He just got running power slammed. Wow. Imagine the scenes when Bayley loses her title. There should be a collection called How the Beast and the Walrus Came Together. Imagine Primo and Vladimir return at the Rumble. Wow. Your dreams would come true. Saxton's shirt is pink. I thought it was orange. It looked orange. I'm normally very good when it comes to colours. Very good. They call me the colour queen. These... Michael Cole says, let's put this into perspective. These are huge men. What a wonderful sentence. Chair get... Braun with a chair. Hurls the chair. The chair crashes into Samoa Joe. Do you remember everyone was like, oh, this match is boring? What? This is the best of SummerSlam. Brock gets picked up again. He is being treated like a little girl. Oh, he gets put through another announce table. What color is this? Is what? It's diamond color. Brock getting planted through 2 announce tables. He has been absolutely battered. Boom! Planted through that table. Days, I've never seen this match. Oh, it's amazing, isn't it? Brock is down there getting stretcher, are they? They seemingly calling for someone. I'm telling you, that looks orange to me. That Byron Saxton shirt looks orange. We got some breaking news. Braun flips a third announce table and tips it over and puts it on top of Brock. Brock is now pinned under an announce table. It's amazing. Days, can you finish these lyrics? Catch your flies in the Venus flytrap. Days, they call you the colour god. They do. Paul Heyman is so upset. This is awesome, champ. I love it when something so big, so monumental happens that the match just stops. You know, like Undertaker, Mick Foley, Hell in a Cell. And look at this. They've had to bring down the stretcher here and they're having to deal with this situation. They're putting the board under Lesnar. Lesnar is going to have to be carted away. Braun just dumped the announce table. That is freshly squeezed Byron Saxton. What do you think, Seth and Dominic? Who do you think the winner will be? Seth. But I think Dominic's going to do very, very well. And we're all going to love him, whatever happens. We're all going to love him. We're all going to be proud of him. Days, how many tables have we seen broken tonight? At least 2. At least 2. Maybe more. Braun was shouting something. Brock Lesnar is being medically evacuated. I've heard that's a very painful experience. Medically evacuated. Well, this match is continuing whilst Brock is being medically evacuated. Braun with the ring steps. Boom! So this match now is a trips threat. We've got Roman, Braun, Samoa Joe. I think it's first. It's not elimination, is it? This is bad. We all know Lesnar isn't hurt. This is how he screws us all. He is hurt. He's just been taken away. He's hurt. Maybe not physically, but definitely emotionally. Emotionally he's hurt. Roman in the ring. Braun getting in. Kick by Roman. Dace, do you remember the segment when we were meant to feel bad for Paul Heyman because he was crying because Lesnar had turned at him and everyone made fun of him and he looked like a family member had died? Yes. Roman getting pushed across the ring. Roman grabbing some ring steps, hurling them at Braun. I think this is the best SummerSlam logo because it looks different from the others. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. It looks a little bit like there's a lot going on. Roll up by Samoa Joe. 2. Kick out. Where's Joe? He's just come in. There's Joseph. Look, inverted atomic drop. Big boot. Down goes Roman. Senton. Joe going for the cover. Kick out. Shoulder up. Scenes. Royal Way says this match was so good. Wow, I've only just looked at the clock. It's been absolutely flying. There's about what? 13 minutes? Less than that? 12 minutes? It's got 4, 7, 5. Dave Meltzer loved it. he had such a great time watching this match. He told all of his friends, and he actually smiled whilst watching WWE, which is so unusual. Doctor says it's not possible. Dave Meltzer cannot smile whilst he watches WWE, but whilst he watched this, he did. Roman on his knees. Samoa Joe is on his back. Reigns charging over, looking for a Superman punch, but a kick to the midsection by Samoa Joe. Look at this, all three working together. Braun. Double choke slam by Braun. 1, 2. Shoulder up by Roman. Shoulder up. Oh, man. Which one of these men will survive? Well, who's going to survive? That's what we're down to. Who is going to survive? I think this is the only Lesnar match that goes over 30 minutes. I know, and he's not even in it all that long. Love the video. Can't wait for SummerSlam. Oh, thank you, dude. Here's Lesnar. Lesnar making his way down. We've got 12 minutes. Days, do you like pizza? Yes. Who doesn't like pizza? No one, everyone. What? No one, everyone. Yeah, even though I don't know what I was on about then. German. Brock. In comes Braun. Picks up Brock. Brock round the back of Braun. Back elbow. Braun charging over. Kimura lock by Lesnar. Lesnar's back, says Heather. This year's SummerSlam card doesn't look impressive. Well, it's missing a big match, but I think it looks all right. 8 matches, 2 of them for me are like, but 6 I'm on board with. And, wow, I think the Thunderdome's going to take it to the next level. Big spear. Down goes Lesnar. 1, 2. Shoulder up. 9 minutes left. Rusty loves pizzas. Pizzas are cool. Pizzas are cool. What's your favourite pizza topping? Ping it into the chat. Gorge likes mushroom. And white pizza. What's white pizza? What's white pizza? Is that cocaine? Here we go. Roman getting up to his feet. Ooh. Ah, from behind. Drop kick by Braun. Pineapple. No, Lauren, you're wrong. I mean, it's all right, but... Lesnar pulling the ref out of the ring. Thoughts on Renee leaving? I think it's sad, but she could go on to something bigger. Nando goes for chicken, which makes sense, because Nando's here in the UK is a chicken outlet. Meat feast. Cheese. Anchovies. Anchovies. I mean, anchovies are cool on pizza, but you do have other things, don't you? You don't just have anchovies. Do you? No. What? I'm trying to think. I've had anchovies on pizza, but with other things. Strowman kicks out pepperoni and bacon. Philly cheesesteak. Hot buffalo chicken. Oh, they sound nice. I only have pineapple on pizza. What? Big kick by Braun. What do you mean you only have pineapple on pizza? Can I have a pizza, please? Yeah, what do you want on it? Pineapple. No, just pineapple. That's weird. Why, just eat a pineapple? What are you on about? Just have a pineapple. You can get them relatively cheap. You haven't got to ruin a good meal. Now I want pizza, says Harry. Pickles, ham and cheese. I like pizza on my pizza. This has been a physical beatdown, guys. It should be illegal to have pineapple on pizza. Well, it is the great debate, isn't it? It is the great debate. The realist says cocaine pizza is my favourite. It's expensive. Right, on his feet, scoops up. Braun has got Brock. Spear! Roman spears Braun. Braun rolls out of the ring. And I bet as he's rolling, I bet he's really sad. He's probably super sad. Days, my dreams women's match is Sarah Schreiber against Eva Marie versus Cameron in an elimination bra and panties match for the Divas title. Wow. I'm not sure where to go with that. Up on the shoulders goes Roman of Brock. Samoa Joseph throws Roman out of the ring. Samoa Joseph walking with such purpose. Coquina clutch on Brock. We're down to less than 5 minutes left of this Best of SummerSlam. And Brock's got Joe up on his shoulders. F5! F5 to Samoa Joe. 1, 2. Roman makes the save. I can't eat regular pizza anymore. I found out last year I've got a gluten allergy. That really sucks. That really sucks. Joking aside, did we find out what white pizza is? John Cena loves strawberry pizza. Roman loading up the Superman punch. Connects. Brock stays on his feet. Roman again. Boom! Brock goes down to 2 knees. Roman looking confused. He's going to have to go again. Here we go. Boom! Down goes Brock. Oh, yeah. This is my moment. This is my moment. Paul Heyman looks worried. This has been a really concerning night for Paul Heyman. Here we go. Brock up on his feet. Ooh, ah. Oh, charges over, gets caught. Brock, boom. F5. 1, 2, 3. Brock's won. Brock's won, guys. Tell all your friends. Brock won in 2017. Days, my dream match is China, Ashley, and Iconics. Paul Heyman holding up that Universal Championship. A white pizza is pizza without tomato sauce. Is it? Is that? I didn't. Why would you ever do that? Isn't it dry? What is it? The base with cheese. Just have a cheese sandwich. I have a toasted cheese sandwich. What? Why are you not having the tomato sauce? What's up, mate? Is everything all right? Do you need to talk? Why would you ever just leave off a key. That's like going in for a pizza saying, I'll have everything, but I don't want the base. I don't want the base. Oh, no, I don't want a pizza base. I just want the cheese. Can you just put cheese in my mouth? Can you just put cheese in my mouth? Thank you. Would you like some sweet corn? Yeah, I took a few bits in. Pineapple. Pineapple. No, thank you. I don't want fruit. What do you think I am? A nutritionist. Well done, Brock Lesnar. Daisy, it's got white sauce. Okay, well, you can't just give me little bits of information. Okay, white sauce? What's this white sauce? What's going on? White sauce, it's like a garlic sauce. Live, technically, pineapple dies as soon as you remove it from the roots. Is that true? Well, we are a minute or so away from the end of this. It's been quite a journey. Do you know WWE is fake? It's not fake. Scripted. Alfredo sauce. Is that what it's called? Is that what the white sauce is called? Alfredo. I'm Alfredo. I'm Alfredo. That's what I am. I've never even heard of it. There's my dream mixed matches: Eva and Primo versus Michael Cole and Sarah Schreiber. White pizza usually has a garlicky oil and white Alfredo. This Alfredo, it's revolutionized my world. I've never even heard of it. Never, ever heard of it. I've heard of tomato sauce. I've heard of barbecue sauce. But I've never heard of white sauce. Never heard of white sauce. Or Alfredo sauce. Strange. I think you're all weird. Right, that is it. That is it for the best. We have seen the best. If anyone says, oh, have you ever seen the best matches of SummerSlam? Now, officially, we're all allowed to say yes. Because we have watched the collection that WWE put together. And I, for one, think they did a very good job. And they should be very pleased with themselves. So well done, WWE. Do you think Asuka will change her character at SummerSlam? Yes. She is going to become a pig farmer like Henry O. Godwin. Days, my dream match is Rusev versus Bobby Lashley. Wonderful. If Renee Young does leave, we've always got Sarah Schreiber. Well, we have got Sarah Schreiber. We definitely have got Sarah Schreiber. Right, friends, we are done. That was a long one. We've all got lives to lead. Yeah, I need to go and Google Alfredo sauce, for example, and just really fill in a few gaps that I've got in my knowledge when it comes to pizza sauce bases, because clearly I'm just not where I should be as a 21-year-old male. So I need to go off and do that. Creed likes Oreo pizza, and honestly, I just don't even know how to respond to that. I feel like we all need to just really support Creed through these difficult times. But I really do appreciate everyone joining us. I hope you had fun going through these key matches in the history of SummerSlam. It was a lovely little stroll. It was a lovely little walk down memory lane. Especially, you know, when you get as old as me and you can't remember anything. So that was good. It was a lot of fun. You are a wizard, Sonny. Breaking news. Okay, right, boom. We're back tomorrow. What a stream tomorrow is. Mega Friday is what they're calling it. And by them, I mean me. Mega Friday with the Thunderdome. And we might even see some people that we know, even though we never see them, so we don't know what they look like. But some of the faces might be people from our community. I don't know, but I'm very excited about it. It's at the Amway. Thunderdome looks really cool. I'm very excited. It's SummerSlam weekend. You should be excited as well. Get the Alfredo pizzas ready. That's what I'm saying. Get the Alfredo pizzas ready. Right, we're done. Thanks a lot for watching, and hopefully see you again next time. Bye. For now.